DZ, man, you already know it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. All right, y'all. So y'all know we come raw and authentic. We want to make sure that, we continue to keep it real. And I gotta let the people understand. When you see Wack 100 on these social network platforms and he's publicly talking about different gang beefs and name dropping different situations, he's making sure that the information is being publicly noted to the feds. And we all know that people that are really out there in the streets, they don't want to be seen nor heard. But Wack 100 is making it normal to publicize gang activity and criminal beef on the internet. He's making it normal, whereas though the people are just talking about crimes and criminal activity and identifying what gang they're in, right? What set they claim, where they hang out at, what they into, what they did, and all the details on the internet. And who else would Wack 100 be doing that for if he's not doing it for the feds? Because we all know that the feds view the internet constantly, right? So if these are criminal situations that can get you indicted, why would someone want to elaborate it about another person doing these criminal activities if it's not on a note or the better half for the feds? Let's be real. See, Wack 100 has the internet figured out, whereas though he knows what people are attracted to, right? And he also understands that people that are running around out there in the streets, they're not thinking when they get upset and he gets you upset and get you to engage in a criminal conversation where you implicate yourself, you implicate other people, and you're able to identify what happened in a past situation, right? So it might be a situation that the feds don't have full details on, right? And Wack 100 will make his way to the internet, find a person that has some type of knowledge or dealings with a situation and cause a certain level of beef with that person, so you can start identifying things that happen in that situation so that it can be easy for the feds to process and understand where to reference to. You have to pay attention to this shit. And he understands that that's a way of getting the information to the people without the gangsters understanding it, because they get so engaged in the conversation and the beef, and then they get overwhelmed that they're in a beef with Wack 100, not understanding that this is only lining you up for the feds to have all the information. See, Wack 100 plays this game and he plays it dirty, right? But he does understand that most humans don't understand that when you get into a conversation and you engage with an argument and you start blurting out certain things because you're passionate about what you're saying, you only self-snitching. But then later, people realize, damn, I told on myself, right? And then they act like, well, maybe I can still beat it even though I told on myself because of the law, this, and it's only content. Nah. But you got to understand where it's coming from. The information in depth is coming from Wack 100 getting you on a platform with a major stage, right? To tell on yourself. And he does this daily. So I say this to anyone that wants to go into a back and forth beef with Wack 100. Just know you're telling on yourself. You're going to implicate yourself involved in some things that is going to identify what role you played in the situation. And this is a fact. Now, Wack 100 has the game figured out. He has the internet game figured out, right? And what we're doing is we're enlightening the people on the internet what to look for to stay away from this shit, right? So you don't get yourself into a back and forth with basically the feds. That's what you're doing because Wack is working. You hear me? And he doesn't care about nobody. And you know, he said this on many occasions, right? And if he ran with Loose Cannon and that was his right hand man, right? And he ran with him hard body and you see, he don't care what happened to him. That lets you understand that he doesn't care about anybody, right? And he'll tell you, if you a grown man and you get on the internet and you incriminate yourself, I don't care. That's your business. We gonna get the money. We don't care if you want to tell on yourself. What that got to do with me? I didn't tell you to get up here and tell on yourself. Wack 100 is that type of person. So understanding that all the people out there, you know, that want to go on Clubhouse and you want to go back and forth with Wack, if you involved in any street activity, all you doing is helping yourself get an indictment. So don't be mad at anybody later when you wanted to go into a public war, a verbal war, something that doesn't hold any value to make you elevate, but it holds value to the feds. Let's be real now. You arguing back and forth on the internet with Wack 100 doesn't hold and give you any value to yourself. It only gives value to the prosecution of the feds. It makes sure that the feds got it recorded of you implicating yourself in criminal activities and criminal situations and you identifying that you were involved and who was there and why it happened. You're just breaking it down. But people don't understand this and they continue to go in the back and forth with Wack 100. You got to understand this now. See, this is why I break it down to the people, because people get in their feelings about things and think that you have the ability to go into a back and forth with Wack 100 and argue with him to, I guess, express your feelings and it's going to hold some weight. That shit don't hold no weight in your favor. That shit only values the information that Wack 100 is trying to get out of you for the feds. So you got to understand to stop putting yourself in a situation where you giving them the information by arguing with Wack. Wack gets so hyped in his argument, he makes it look like he's so engaged to get the information up out of you. And he does it good. Trust me. And y'all see how I break the character down. I make sure I let y'all know in detail about how he's doing it and why he's doing it. Because we all see, right? Up until this point, Wack hasn't been indicted on shit, right? But I done played several different audios of Wack implicating himself in situations. I done showed y'all the video that's on the internet now of Wack 100 with a biscuit on his hip at no jumper while he was about to attack Flacco. But he's never been charged, right? Brick Baby on no jumper with a biscuit on his hip. Y'all see what the feds did, right? They used that in his paperwork, but they ain't used that against Wack 100. So that right there lets you know that Wack 100 has it whereas though he can do certain things and they'll overlook it. But all he doing is he's building a case as well on himself because of no jumper. That no jumper situation that went as far as it went, whereas though they robbed, beat, pistol whipped, and stripped people on camera, that situation there put Wack 100 involved in the situation. Wack brought the watch back, right? And I gotta tell the young boys, right? Because they want to go at Wack, but y'all don't know how to go at Wack. See, y'all are identifying where people live at. Y'all are saying details that is going to get your channel knocked off. And y'all don't understand it. See, Wack plays a dirty game, right? And he knows that he can get people emotionally involved, right? And when you get emotionally involved, right, because it might be towards you, you start saying things that's out of pocket. And the young bulls, IBM, they feel like Wack is attacking them, so they're responding with emotions. See, that's the difference with SBGB TV. I'm breaking this shit down by the character. You understand what I'm saying? I'm letting the people know and I'm identifying the character. I don't have an emotional tie to this shit. You hear me? Wack 100 ain't do nothing to me. He's just destroying the culture. So I'm identifying how Wack is destroying the culture, how he's manipulating people, and how he's working with the authorities. So you gotta understand this. You can't play Wack 100's game that way, because all those people, those reaction channels that want to highlight about where 600 lives and shit like that, y'all better watch out, because y'all putting information out there. And the boy done said he live in Texas, right? We all understand that Texas has a doxing law, and that's a fact. So this is why I say that some of these jokers that get on the net and they want to play this game, they don't understand it. They want to play the game and think that because they know information, they know how to deliver it. You bring in receipts, okay, that's what you say, right? But you got to understand, you somewhere where there's a doxing law. And if you fuck around and start doxing information of people's living quarters, right? They can really get your motherfucking shit. See, I just gave y'all GAME, right? And y'all don't gotta take it in, right? And some of those reaction channels, when y'all send them to me, I don't fuck with them niggas. I'ma keep it real. For the people that rock with me, I rock with y'all. But some of those weirdos, you know what I'm saying? The guys that was all on my shit when I started rocking this shit from the beginning, and then I let them know about themselves, right? They started talking about me. They wanted to highlight talking about me. So y'all ain't even gotta send me those peon shit, because I don't even watch it. You wasting your time sending it to me, right? Because they peons to me. You hear me? Those dudes that don't know how to rock the show and all they do is repost what somebody else posts, I don't need to see it, because I probably already seen it from the source, right? So y'all don't even have to send me those clown boys information and what they trying to put out there. But I appreciate y'all sending me stuff, but y'all can refrain from sending me those clown channels. And I'm gonna just be real, because with me, right, Once you cross over to the other side and you start talking about me and you start being a fuck boy, a weirdo, talking about me when I'm delivering a solid message because you want to D-ride, ain't no coming back. I don't rock with you, straight up, and that's a fact. And I will never rock with you. You only got one time with me. You hear me? I'm a boss, and I always deliver shit as a boss, right? I don't need a whole bunch of people around me and people sitting here saying I'm gonna put a reaction channel up and I'm gonna just put somebody's else straight content up without giving my opinion and breaking down detail. So y'all can refrain from sending me those weirdos channels. Straight up, I'm gonna be real. I don't want to see them weirdos, man. And them type weirdos, they still be watching me every time I go live. Facts. Straight weirdos. But if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video, man. We gonna get into some things today, right? And y'all know we gonna go over some things. We gonna break some things down per usual, right? And y'all know Deezy deliver. You hear me? I don't want none of them jokers beside me. That's why I tell them. Now listen, you know, I appreciate the time that the guys wanted to talk about me because they gave me a boost, right? By talking about me negatively, they gave me a boost, right? But I never embraced none of them. So the damage that they was trying to do, it didn't work. It elevated me. You hear me? And I appreciate that, right? But I don't rock with none of them jokers, man, because they haters. You hear me? But I understood the game coming into the game because I come from the game. You hear me? I understand the game coming into the game because I come from the game. And that's a fact. But I understand these jokers are coming to social media, right? And you know, everybody's coming, right? Everybody's coming to social media, right? But everybody doesn't have the experience. And I'm not talking about niggas that just keep going to jail. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, things happen. We might get caught up in life and we go to jail. But I'm talking about people that have common sense and understand the streets. I ain't talking about these weird ass jokers that want to talk gang this and gang that and gang this and fuck out of here, nigga. Beat it somewhere, nigga. We too grown for that. Once you become mature, this is how I know these jokers ain't mature, right? Once you become mature, who the fuck is still representing the gang? Wack 100, he hasn't matured yet. This is a fact. He's still living in a child's state of mind. This is a fact. I don't give a fuck how many connections Wack used to have, who he had contracts with, and all that shit. He's still living in a child's state of mind because he hasn't elevated. And he thinks that you can't get any attention unless you talk about violence, gang shit, and shit like that. Nah, trust and believe. When you talk down on that shit, people will watch. You hear me? Because don't nobody want to see every fucking community across the United States plagued with gang shit while everybody crying, talking about free this person, free that person. That shit has become the norm, you know, because people like Wack 100 that have a great deal of influence on the internet is pushing this bullshit on the internet. Now everybody talking about free this person, free that person. Come on, man. Y'all hear Brick Baby now. Niggas' tunes done changed, right? Loose Cannon's tune is about to change. Trust and believe. It's only been a couple weeks. You hear me? Right now, in jail, he's still wet behind the ears, right? So once it kicks in and shit dry up, that's when realization kick in. Hold the fuck up. And I'm going to show y'all some shit here in a second. Whereas though Loose Cannon, when he went to court, that they put inside of the detention order about the 2025, but it was really 24, but they put it as 2025. The robbery, the beating, the stripping and the pistol whipping of Marciano and Jay Reed. And this is how we know an indictment is coming. And that boy, Eddie Boy, that put it out there that he was in court, he was saying facts, right? See, Wack 100 got him to get on his phone on his show, I guess thinking that it was going to help something, or he had some type of, whereas though he can make the man say something different. Nigga stood on it. I love it. You hear me? I love it. Nigga stood on it. And you know what Wack did? He just scratched his head. Oh, well, I guess that's what he's saying. He gonna be there. Wack think he got the ability when and why a nigga should go to court. He should be able to tell you if you should go to court or not. Nigga, I'm going to court anytime I want. Nigga, who the fuck is you, nigga? Don't nobody care about you, dog. You got peons influence. Fuck is you saying, why am I got any interest in going into court? Because I want to, nigga. Anybody. It's a public motherfucking place. It's open to the public. You hear me? You don't got no motherfucking authority, Wack, that asks a nigga why he going to court. Who the fuck is you? All you do is talk about criminal shit on the internet and get people engaged in criminal conversations where they're telling on themselves continuously. And we gonna play one of those calls too that they done put up there, right? We gonna react to that as well so that people can understand the game of Wack 100. I want the people, you know, when I get done and I do finally move on, the people are going to understand the character of Wack 100 to the fucking T, and they'll be able to understand anyone next that comes to the world like that. They'll be able to understand and identify, and I'm saying as a unit. I want the entire world to understand this shit. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Let the people see this shit. We breaking this shit down, and this is a fact. You hear me? This is why Wack know he can't fuck with me. You hear me? See, a person that has come from the streets, right? Boss nigga, right? That denounced it. And I'm talking about really come from the street. I ain't talking about these little foo-faffy ass niggas that act like because they've been actively involved in a gang or something. Now I'm talking about that come from that shit, nigga. Block nigga. That come from that shit and understand it and say, man, I don't want anything to do with the streets. I'm gonna enlighten the people why to stay the fuck away from the streets. But you got people like Wack 100 that's encouraging you to go out there and get in the street to make it look cool so that you can get yourself indicted by the FBI. Ain't that some shit? He don't want to tell you to stay out the streets because he's more concerned about the attention and keeping his name in the algorithm, right? In a negative light. So that makes him feel like I'm the man. When he sit home and he say, damn, everybody talking about me, right? He don't think about that you are the influence that in neighborhoods around the world, niggas is getting knocked off. Nigga don't care about that. Why? Because his kids and his family are not suffering from the situation, right? Because I'm sure he tells his kids and his family, don't ever do this shit. Y'all see how I'm getting everybody to crash out behind this shit, right? This is why you should never do this shit. So his kids and his family understand to stay away from this shit while he poisons millions of people's brains with this bullshit. And this is a fact because Wack 100 is all over the internet. He's all over the internet putting this bullshit in people's head, making them think that this shit is cool. He has the 4 media teams that he says that he puts this information out through, right? So when he puts the negative shit out there, the youngins gravitate to it, right? And he loves it because it's poisoning the next culture's brain and programming them to be involved in violence. He loves that shit. And I'm gonna be real because he gets attention. He thrives from it. So since he wants to continue to thrive from it, I want to make sure that people understand why you shouldn't do it. You hear me? And I want y'all to hear it from a person that really been through it, that denounced that shit and don't want nothing to do with it. A person that despises the streets. A person that really was the fuck out there, and I'm fortunate enough to get away from it. That's the thing here. I was fortunate enough to denounce it. You hear me? Whatever I yearned for the street, I don't yearn it no more. Whatever addiction I had, I don't have the addiction no more. Whereas though there's up and coming people, right? And I gotta say this, anything that you begin to like, it becomes an addiction to you. Anything, right? I don't care what it is, because you get up daily and you yearn it. You want it. You need it. So if you are involved in criminal activity, right, and you feel like it's getting you to a certain level, you start yearning it, even if you're really not going no fucking where. You start yearning it. You start chasing it, right? And a lot of these dudes out there banging, they ain't even getting no fucking money. Niggas is broke as a motherfucker, but they yearn the attention they get behind it. So they get up every day and bang for nothing to go to jail, to get indicted and shit like that, right? Because the influences of a person like Wack 100. Wack is influencing the culture to always stay at the bottom. Do y'all see that? Think about that. All over the internet, our culture is looking at Wack 100 like, yeah, Wack is this, Wack is that. But now we changing the tune, right? And we changing the tune consistently. And the good thing about y'all having DZ to come deliver this shit to y'all got somebody with the intellect. I'm not just talking about paperwork and this case from this time and that case. I'm giving you the total insight and understanding of the person's character and the direction and why they're doing this shit. That makes me different, and I separate myself. And I gotta be real. These dudes can watch me, right? And they can try, but you have to have a certain level of experience to fluently do this shit. You hear me? This takes a certain level of experience and not knowing what do you want to be involved with. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want to be a part of that. And not you got one foot in talking about I'm a gang member, but you trying to enlighten people about shit that Wack 100's doing. You're not going to sustain doing it that way. Straight up. You're going to get yourself out the way. And another thing that I got to say, right? Wack 100 already put the IBM bulls in the trick bag. And they don't even understand it. By them being up there at No Jumper, identifying that they rock with loose and all that shit, all you did was identify yourself to the feds, man. And y'all shouldn't be talking right now. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Y'all should not be saying anything. Y'all should wait until the indictment surface so that y'all can see who's going to get indicted. And then the survivors can start talking. But nah, y'all not paying attention. Niggas want to talk too fast. Y'all got motherfucking dirty laundry right there. This shit ain't been washed. And y'all not understanding it. So I'm going to give y'all a little GAME. This is not the time to go at Wack 100. Listen to me. I'm giving you game, and y'all young boys ain't got to listen to me. Do what you want. I tried to give Loose Cannon the game, and he didn't listen to me either. He kept fucking himself, right? This is not the time for y'all to go to the internet. It's not your time yet. Allow the process to take course, and then the survivors, whoever's going to be in the surviving pack, go ahead and go. And I'm giving you game. You ain't gotta listen to me, little niggas. But you do what you want. Y'all fucking around with Wack 100. We all know he's working. You can't have 1 foot in the street and 1 foot on the internet and go to war with them people. Let's make it make sense now. You can't have 1 foot in the street and then get on the internet and go to war with them people. You're gonna lose every fucking time. See, the difference with DZ is I denounced the street. I don't want nothing to do with the streets. I despise the streets. So you won't catch DZ with 1 foot in the street and 1 foot on the internet trying to go at niggas. No, because you understand that you playing a dirty game and you playing with a dirty player. So I don't want you little niggas to say I didn't warn you. You hear me? And you better watch out fucking with Wack putting specific information out there about where people live at. Don't do it to yourself. You hear me? Don't do it to yourself. That's a dumb thing to do. Don't get emotionally caught up fucking around with Wack. This is how he gets a lot of jokers. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is how Wack is able to get a lot of jokers, because he gets you into an emotional beef. And now you done went too far. You can't take it back. You said too much, right? Because y'all jokers then identified that 600 got the tape, but he didn't edit the motherfucker all the way. Come on, man. Y'all then identified that 600 got the tape and he didn't edit it all the way. So all y'all doing is self-snitching even more. Y'all not paying attention. This is why Wack can't fuck with me. You hear me? Because I never allowed Wack to play that game with me. Y'all gotta understand that. This separates me. See, you know these other guys that want to talk about Wack, but at one point they was real cool with Wack, right? And I'm talking about other channels, not just the young bulls, right? I'm talking about other channels, right? They was cool with Wack. They was in Clubhouse. Wack was their guy. They wanted to be next to Wack. See, that's the difference with DZ. I never wanted to be next to Wack. That nigga called me. And that's a fact. I ain't tell Wack, yo, I'm about to do a live, Wack. Get on here and we gonna blah. No. Wack jumped inside DZ's chat, SBGB TV, and made a statement in DZ's chat when I was giving the information to the people. Straight up. That's the difference now. And you know what I said when I seen him in the chat? Hey, Wack, you can call in, my guy. And guess what he did? He called in, right? One of the worst mistakes he done in his whole entire life, right? But he called in. That's the difference. So we're not alike. Me and them other dudes, we're not alike, because I never wanted to be next to Wack. And I never talked to Wack off of SBGB TV. That's the difference. I never went on Clubhouse and was over there rocking with him. I never tried to run a play to get Wack to do this. No, I never run no plays with Wack. I never did that. I came on here from the beginning and I delivered a raw and authentic message. That's the difference. So, you know, I'm just enlightening the people to understand this shit, right? The difference between SBGB TV and the reason why we have surpassed these jokers and we're going to the moon. It's a whole different delivery, right? And I can do this shit by rocking the crowd directly to the audience. I can do that shit. That's because of the intellect I got, the experience I got, and a person that doesn't have 1 foot in the street and 1 foot on the internet acting like I'm trying to talk about somebody that's snitching. Straight up. Nah. I don't want nothing to do with the streets. If you in the streets, you can't even ride in my fucking car. For what? You should ride my car. You should have your own car if you in the streets. I'll meet you wherever the fuck we going. If we going out, and I don't even go out. So, you know, I'm just delivering this message to the people, right? I'm delivering raw and authentic. And your boy got the charisma. I got the delivery. And I'm me. I'm versatile. You hear me? And I break it down whereas though the people can understand it. Right? And I'm not embracing none of these other dudes. Straight up. I'm not embracing none of these dudes. None of them. When I say none of them, I mean none of them. That's facts. Shout out to all of them though. But I don't rock like that because I understand that when there is a group of people doing anything, it creates jealousy amongst some people in the group when others are elevated, right? And the only way that somebody's gonna elevate when there becomes jealousy in the group, somebody has to become a real live snake. You hear me? Or else everything is going to crumble. This is a part of the game, man. And you know, I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. You hear me? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. Your boy DZ delivers. And I want to make sure people understand this shit as we break it down, right? Wack 100 is the worst kind. And I mean that. He's the worst kind. Every day, this guy that says he has a $200 million diaper deal. And he said that to me on this platform. Every day, he goes on the internet to cause chaos and confusion amongst the urban community. Every single day. But you say you got $200 million diaper deal? We don't believe that shit. And that's a fact. You hear me? And that's a fact. I don't believe that at all. And I challenge you, Wack. We can do a little light wager like you like to do. 10,000, Wack. We can do a 10,000 wager. I don't think that you have it. I challenge you. $10,000, Wack. We can put it in escrow for you to show the entire world that you got a $200 million diaper deal. 200 million, Wack. I challenge you that. That Wack 100. I'm not talking about nobody else. I don't want you to bring me a contract with a diaper deal with all these other companies over here that, you know, you don't really have nothing to do. You just being paid by contract to promote the shit. I don't want that, Wack. I want to see the deal between Wack 100, 100 ENT, whatever it is, the 100 show. I want to see a $200 million diaper deal. 200 million now. The contract. And I challenge you, Wack, because you're a betting man. You know, you say I'm a betting man. 10,000, man. Just a little 10,000, Wack. Just something light. Me and you, Wack. We can put it in escrow and we can do this. Because I don't think you personally have a diaper deal for nothing like that. And I just want to be real, man. So, you know, we continue to break down the character of Wack 100. You hear me? I understand that Wack is fufafi. He's a liar. He said it in the courtroom, whereas though when he told the judge and the prosecutor that everything we talk about on Vlad TV is a lie. We sit down and we come up with things and we sit down and lie about everything. This is what Wack 100 said now. This came right out of his mouth in the court of law after he swore to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth and put his right hand to God. Right? But we all know Wack doesn't believe in God. He said it several times. So he did this in the court and told the judge, the prosecutor, that they lie about everything. They lie about everything. But you know what the judge did and the prosecutor did that was so ill? They lined Wack up. That was some ill shit, y'all. They lined Wack up with the interview from Vlad TV, right? And Wack says, oh yeah, we lied about everything on there. We lied about the contract. There is no contract. And now this is perjury now, right? So he said, yeah, we lied about this. We lied about that. Boom, 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 right? So the prosecutor shaking his head, that was some ill shit. He was like this, yeah, okay. You lied about everything on Vlad, huh? Okay. Yeah, we lie about everything. It's always a script. Whenever I do a Vlad interview, Vlad writes down questions, I write down this, and we start lying. We do this for content, right? So it's always when Wack 100 is on Vlad TV, everything's a lie, right? So when you're watching a Vlad TV episode of Wack 100, everything on there is a fucking lie. I want y'all to understand that shit, right? When you're watching Vlad TV and Wack 100 is on Vlad TV, everything is a lie. And Wack 100 said it himself. He said everything he talks about on Vlad is a complete lie, right? So the prosecutors let Wack go ahead and spin that shit, right? You hear me? He let Wack go ahead, okay, and he shook his head. That was some ill shit, right? Wack was like, yeah, we lie about everything, man. That's what we do. It's social media. It's YouTube. All we do is lie, right? So you know what the prosecutors did? Right after Wack purged himself, right? He said, all right, well, let me play this jail call, right? Between you and Keefe D, Mr. Davis. The jail call corroborated that you had a contract, right? And you was the middleman. Come on now. So for that to happen, right? And you purge yourself in a court of law and you still running around and they ain't came to see you yet. Either they are building a hefty fucking case on your ass, or you done put in so much work that they want to sweep that shit under the rug and they know you was wrong. Because I'm sure the judge had to look and say, this motherfucker, Cash Jones, just spit in my face with these bullshit lies through the TV. And gonna say to me, oh no, Your Honor, no, that's not what I said. They said to Wack, is this your phone number? The last 4 digits, and they repeated the exact last 4 digits of Wack 100's phone number. Wack said he was so fucking struck about this shit, of them bringing this information up. He said, I don't know. Hold the fuck up. You done told the entire world that your phone number been online for 10 years. And all of a sudden, when the prosecutors and the judge bring up facts, and this is not Clubhouse where you can spin this shit at, you got lost. You said, hold up, I don't know. Hold up. How the fuck you forget your number when they proved to you that you was lying about having a contract with Keefe D? See, Wack 100 is a person of mass confusion, manipulation, destruction to the urban community. This is Wack 100 now, straight up. And this is a fact. He is a person of mass confusion and manipulation to the urban community. Fuck allegedly. That's a fucking fact. And I can prove it. Straight up. I done put this shit out there and everybody sees this shit, but he gets on Clubhouse daily and continues to stir this shit up and get the media team to put this shit out there. So We're going to make sure that we keep delivering so we can go ahead and kill the credibility of the media team. Fuck it. We're going to kill the credibility of Wack 100, which we about done, right? And we're just going to kill the credibility of the media team. Straight up. Wack say, yo, I guess he want everybody to report my shit, huh? Yeah. Go ahead and try to fuck with me, right? Because I already told you I got you on motherfucking audio, Wack, saying that you got personal relationships with certain people that can fuck my channel up. So go ahead. I'm using that. If you fuck with my shit, I'm using the evidence that you provided me. Straight up. And I'm going to just be real. This is why we ain't going to stop. See, this is why that is going to separate me from the other people that want to play with Wack. Because y'all don't understand. I do. You hear me? Wack done made verbal threats. I got him on audio. They ain't going nowhere. It's a difference. And y'all are trying to deal with Wack out of emotion. Right? We have a different delivery style. Yeah. I'm not letting Wack get close to me. He never rocked with my team. None of that shit. So y'all better beware and pay attention, man. And I just want to give y'all GAME. Don't say DZ didn't tell y'all. You know, I don't rock with y'all jokers, but I don't mind giving GAME to the public. I don't mind, right? I ain't hiding nothing from nobody, right? I just ain't fucking with none of y'all. And that's a fact. You hear me? Because I ain't letting none of you jokers come around and snake me. I'd rather y'all be over there and then people say, yo, this person said something about you. And I just look and laugh. Yeah, that's all. I just look and laugh. Because I didn't give them the ability to get next to me. So what they're saying doesn't hold no weight. They're able to convince people like Wack 100 does. You know, because y'all don't understand how to decipher the real from the fake, the imposters from the fufafis. Y'all don't know how to decipher this shit. So we're going to keep delivering, man. Non-stop, you know. And I know it fucks Wack up, right? That I'm able to get on this motherfucker daily. Twice a day and deliver this shit. It's like a song being played on the radio, right? This shit has no other choice but to stick. You know how they play those songs on the radio that you might hear at first and say, man, I don't really like this song, man. But after you hear it for a few weeks, man, that song ain't that bad, right? So it's like that with people on the net. You know, because some people, they say, man, I don't like this guy, DZ, right? Man, this guy's the police. This guy's this. Until they start listening to me. Then they say, hold up. Damn, DZ making some sense here. The brother is making some damn sense. And then when you go back after you listen to me, right? You go over there and you listen to Wack. This shit is self-explanatory. After you listen to me and then go listen to Wack 100 manipulate and cause chaos on the internet, it makes sense. It's like, okay, I understand DZ now. He's making plenty of sense on what he's saying, and he's breaking it down in layman terms so that everybody can understand this shit, and it's self-explanatory. Right? But Wack had a way at one point to fuck the internet's head up, to make people believe what he's saying. And I know at this point, right, there is celebrities, right? Probably big celebrities that, you know, they haven't shouted me out yet, right? But they're watching because they might have had encounters with Wack, whereas though they don't like him and they know he got messed up ways. And when they see me delivering this shit and breaking it down consistently, they like, God damn. You hear me? Because we're all human. I want y'all to understand that, right? Just because these celebrities got money, right? That doesn't mean that they have the knowledge to deliver this message the way I do. That's a fact. Just because you got money doesn't make you smart. You found an avenue, however you did it, if it was right or wrong, to make some money. That's it. So a lot of the celebrities found an avenue and it put them in positions where as though they got money. That's all. And we're going to continue to deliver this shit, right? We're going to continue to make sure that I want the entire internet, the entire world to understand how I'm coming. And I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me, all y'all that share the lives. I appreciate all of y'all. So hit that like button, right? Hit that subscribe button and go ahead and share this video. Facts. You hear me? I appreciate the super chat. JB, Jack of all trades. I appreciate you, man. Hey, listen, we're going to continue to deliver this shit and break it all the way down. And it's only going to get stronger, you know, because the people are starting to see this shit now, right? As the people look, they say, hold up. Wack is a person of mass confusion and destruction to the urban community. But when he goes over there with Adam and Vlad, which we know are a different culture, he has a great deal of respect. He's polite. He doesn't say anything out of whack. They can say shit left field. Adam can say all the gay stuff in the world to Wack. And Wack don't say nothing. Yeah, man, that's just how he play. Straight up. That's just how he play. Adam can say, Wack 100, you working with them people. He'll say, yeah, man, whatever, man. That's what they all say. But let somebody from the urban community say, and we can prove and break it down why this here looks like he working with the authorities. On Paru, on Paru. What? Shit, you won't say that in my face. If you see me in my face, we gonna get down. You won't say that in my face. Where you at? Where you from? But Adam will sit right there in his face and say these things, and he'll be like, hey, Adam, whatever you say, man. Yeah. Yep. Whatever you say. Yep. Whatever. Yeah. Pull a dildo out and give it to him. Here, it's a dildo for you, Wack. Take this home for you and R&B. I want you and R&B to play with my man in your bed. Wack to say, oh, man. Yep. Man, I don't want to take that right now, man. Don't do that to me, man. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Hey, DZ, it's Michelle from the North Carolina mountains.
Hey, what's going on, Michelle?
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted to call in, and I agree with what you just said about, you know, it really pisses Wack 100 off that he's got to listen to you twice a day, telling all his business, telling everybody the real, and all these other channels that they don't even know what they're talking about. They're having to watch your channel to get to the real story and learn from you. So I just appreciate you keeping this story on the front line and not jumping around with all kinds of different shit that nobody really cares about. And that's why I support you, and that's why I love watching you. So I just wanted to call you and tell you that. And I can't wait till they get his ass.
His day is coming.
Because he's going to blame it all on you. He's going to say, that guy at SBGBT, he's the one who got my ass locked up. And I can't wait for that day.
And I appreciate you so, so much, Michelle.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep watching, and you have a great show tonight.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay, bye-bye.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. Straight up. Y'all know we grinding. I want to make sure this shit stick, right? This was my calling. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know what my calling was gonna be, right? And I'm gonna be able to uplift and enlighten some people. I know I ain't gonna be able to enlighten everybody, but I'm gonna uplift and enlighten some people. And this was my calling. I understand it now. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
This is Lady T. Now you wrong now. Wack don't want no dildozer. Wack want them 3 fingers with that come here sign. You already know that. He wants the 3 fingers. He wants you to stick the 3 fingers in his butt, and then he wants you to wave it like you're coming here, like you're saying, "Come here." You know that Wack want the real thing. He don't want the dildozer. R&B, I feel sorry for you, though, baby. I really do. I don't know you. But don't seem like you've been talked about that much, but we appreciate you, baby. We appreciate you to the T.
Definitely.
Anyway, remember, Wack want the 3 fingers with the come here sign.
I appreciate you calling
All right,
in,
I'm out of
Lady T.
here. Thank you. All right.
SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
DZ.
What's going on, my guy?
There he is. What's up, bro? Hey, yo, I'm piggybacking off of Michelle, man. Yo, good looking for holding everybody down. See what the other people got confused is, you consistent. You feel me? You've been talking about Moss from day one. You ain't been talking about Jay Reed. You ain't been talking about all that nutty stuff. You been talking about Moss and what they did to Moss and what's wrong about it. You feel me? That's what they don't understand. You talking you working for Wack and all this. Nah, they just try and get to your head and they mad your army strong. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Appreciate it, my brother.
All right.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Y'all know how we doing, man. We want to make sure that we deliver the message. We delivering the message straight up. And DZ consistent straight up. And you know, now that DZ been so consistent, you know, I see people, you know, they try to like, you know, follow the suit, right? But I can sit here and deliver this shit and touch the people as I break it down. I can do that way. But you know, I like to throw a couple things in there, right? I want the people to understand all the way live, right? And Wack used loose cannon, and we gonna see, because now that they are at odds, we gonna see. Shit's about to come all the way out. I'm telling y'all this right now. Shit is going to start coming out. Straight up. Because Loose is gonna feel some type of way. And I'm gonna show y'all this order right here, right? I want to show y'all the order of detention. I gotta show y'all that, right? All my people that rock with me, you hear me? I'm gonna show y'all the order of detention. And I'm gonna let y'all know when Eddie Boy was saying it's facts. And we gonna play that again. You hear me? What Eddie Boy was saying is facts. Them people got the police report now. You hear me? Them people have the police report of the no jumper incident. And you know, Wack 100 went on Clubhouse and he was like, oh, well, they might just be saying this and they might, nigga, they coming. See, and from what I can see from what I'm seeing, right? Them people, they trying to make sure they got it all the way locked. They want to grab everybody. They don't want to exclude niggas. And I'm telling you, Wack, your ass is in this one, buddy. I can guarantee $1 to a dime. You hear me? I can guarantee $1 to a dime, Wack. Your ass is in this one. Because they could have been charged loose cannon. They could have been picked the other dudes up, right? They just allowing Wack to continue while they get more shit together on you. That's all, Wack. Like I said, Wack, you working for an agency, yeah. But there's other agencies out there that don't like what you're doing, my brother. Straight up. See, and that's the thing about when those dudes start cooperating with the authorities, right? There's other agencies out there that don't rock with this kind of shit. And the agency that you're working for manipulates you to do certain shit so that it can benefit their agency, make their agency look good. But then when you stepped out of line and involved yourself in that no jumper beating where somebody was robbed, stripped, pistol whipped, and beat, and you bragged about it, and you said this is what happens when they come up there fucking with Wack, you involved yourself and you pissed a whole nother agency off. Straight up. So the agency that you felt that you had so much leverage and you wasn't going to be ever picked up for nothing, you might have fucked that up, Wack. Because they'll let you work and incite the violence and get people hyped up. But you got right there active at the scene with it. You was right there. You backed up and it took off. See, if you was on the phone with Loose Cannon, right, and that shit would have happened, you might have been able to escape it, Wack. But you was on the scene, Wack. The video's out there. And I can bet that Adam was instructed not to tell about giving the footage that they got from outside so that they don't tip Wack 100 off. Keep Wack 100 off of balance. We don't want Wack to be alerted about all the shit that we needed, right? And I can bet that they wanted all that shit. They wanted all that shit. But Wack could say, nah, they just wanted to cease and desist. That's what Adam told you, Wack. You can see the line of questions that Adam is asking you now, and it lets us know. Adam is definitely instructed to ask you more shit so that it can be verified. And just how they used all the interviews against Loose Cannon, they're going to use interviews against you too, Wack. Because you said you went and got 200,000 back for Drake. You said you got 200 back. When that 200 got taken or something, you said you went and got it back. You think that you just gonna say, you gonna say, nah, that was just me talking. You know how you ran that shit in the courthouse, right? That was just me talking. Nah, I didn't mean none of it, but it was just, we was lying. Okay. See, the shit that you keep doing to the internet, right, Wack? Lying and shit, but then sprinkling some truth in there. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I gotta keep it real with you, Wack. And I gotta say this before I show you all these documents, right? I gotta say this shit, right? Hey, Wack, I want you to understand something, right? And I appreciate the super chat. I gotta say this shit though, real quick. Hey, Wack, it's like, cause I know you don't know, Wack. You ain't never been to trial. You's a goofy. You never been to trial, Wack. I've been to trial 5 times. You understand this? See, what you don't understand, Wack, is all the shit that you doing on the internet, right? When you say it's a lie and it's the truth, you don't understand that the prosecutors and your attorney, which are both attorneys now because the prosecutor and the defense attorney, they're both lawyers, right? They're trying to convince a jury of your peers of who's right and who's wrong. And the jury makes the decision. But Wack 100 doesn't understand that shit, right? And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to let Wack understand it because I know he's stupid and he's goofy and he think he's smarter than everybody. The prosecutors and your attorney are trying to convince jury members of your peers of the evidence. And when you saying that I'm lying and I'm making shit up, when the prosecutors start to reference back to what you said on these videos, and then they start referencing back to what you said over here on Clubhouse and what you said here and there, they the motherfuckers that make the decision, Wack. Fuck what you talking about. See, this is what Loose Cannon doesn't understand. The prosecutors and your attorney, they're trying to convince The name of the game inside of a courtroom is who can convince the jury the best. I want you to understand that shit, Wack, because I know you don't understand it because you've never been to trial, right? It's who can convince a jury who is right. Not, oh, you saying to a bunch of people on the internet and then you getting in there lying to the judge and the prosecutor while you trying to bail Keefy D out that you was lying. Okay, you can say that shit all you want, my nigga. But that right there don't hold no weight, dummy. It don't hold no weight because when a jury of your peers, and these are people that might have seen you all across the internet causing mass confusion and chaos across the entire internet, they have to sit back and make a decision on if you're lying or not. And when they show things that corroborate what the fuck you said and you want to act like it's a lie, you saying that it's a lie don't hold no weight, dummy. Straight up. See, you done got caught up, Wack. You was in too deep and you got lost. You hear me? You was in too deep and you got lost, Wack. Straight up. Now they got to pull back on your ass. You hear me? Now they got to throw you to the fire because of this no jumper situation where you wanted to be big badass Wack 100. You gonna have to answer to this shit, my guy. And I'm just keeping it real. See, I like to break this shit down for all the people, you know, that Wack 100 thinks he has under a spell, right? I try to break it down for all the people that Wack 100 thinks he has under a spell. I'm uplifting this shit, Wack. It's over, my nigga. I'm telling you now. Trust and believe. You can keep doing your content, Wack. Keep getting your media team. Just keep going. But if you don't understand me, Wack, you will. Trust and believe what I say. If you don't understand me by now, nigga, you will understand me. Trust me. Because I'm going to continue to deliver this shit. You hear me? We got to push you up out of here, Wack. You hear me? You're a distraction to the whole entire culture. Fuck what you got to bring for us. We don't want it. We done with it. That's a fact. There could be some other shit going on out here that we could be paying attention to, right? And I'm going at everybody that does this. I'm going to be real. We just starting with Wack. And especially if you get loud with this shit, whereas though you have a total influence, whereas though Vlad and Adam want to continuously interview you to pump that shit. They got you in rotation pumping that shit. So I got to go ahead and deflate the shit. That's all. And I'm going to just keep it real. We not stopping. Straight up. We not stopping. This community over here at SBGB TV, we going to come together. And I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. Share this video. Pump the video out. Make sure that people see it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And share this video. Let the people see it. Go ahead and pump it out there. See, I'm not coming like these other jokers. That's the thing. I'm not coming like these other jokers. Straight up. This is a different angle we're coming at. These niggas been coming basic. And I know they all watch me because now I see how some jokers want to act like they can duplicate. Nigga, y'all don't got the ability, nigga. This shit take consistency and it take experience. Boss nigga. Not no peon that just was involved with a whole bunch of jokers. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Oakland, California.
What's going on, Smoke?
Nothing, man. I'm just telling you, first of all, I want to say how much I appreciate the content and how you keeping it real out here on these streets. And you really letting it be known from a grown man perspective for these little kids. You really helping the youngsters, these kids, if they listening to you, bro.
Appreciate that.
You really helping them, man. So I appreciate your thing. But I got 2 questions that I want to ask you. Can I ask you 2 questions, bro?
Go ahead, my brother.
Where you from?
I'm from the East Coast, my brother.
Okay, I figured that, but I mean New York.
I'm from the East Coast. Next question.
Okay. So you said you had 5 times you went to trial?
Yes, sir.
What was the results of the 5 times? Was you convicted, or
I spanked 4 trials, and I had 1 trial where I spanked half of it, and I got convicted of blowing some shit up. I went to trial for blowing some shit up and a homicide. I spanked the homicide, and I got found guilty of blowing something up.
Okay, I see. So out of the 5 times you went before a jury, what's your ratio? What's your batting average?
I just told you. Didn't I just
say
I spanked
2 times
4
you lost and 3 times you won?
You ain't listen to me. Come on now, Smoke. I said I spanked 4 of them. I said I spanked them. I spanked 4 of them, and it was one of them.
One. Okay, well that's a pretty good batting average.
I got found guilty of blowing something up, and I got found not guilty, whereas though of the homicide shit.
Okay, well that's a pretty good batting average, my G.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in. I want you to stay locked in, my brother.
Yeah, always, bro. Man, you're about to blow up, bro.
I appreciate you. I want you to stay locked in. Share this live for me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. You hear me? See, I like to be raw and authentic, and that's a fact. You hear me? I like to be raw and authentic, and you know, I answered the brother's questions. He wanted to hear something, so I answered the brother questions. Goddamn. You know? Yeah. But we're going to go through this as well, and I want y'all to see whereas though them people ain't playing. You hear me? They not playing with loose cannon, right? This is the detention order of detention. And, you know, I want to show y'all this, right? So, y'all see here, them people are not playing on motion by the government, right? Oh, man. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to take this one right here. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from. All right. Going on the block list. Once you call here playing, you go on the block list ASAP. You hear what I'm saying? Let me put you on the block list. Hold on. Let me put him on the block list real quick. Once you call here playing, you go right on the block list. You don't get a chance to call back in again. That's it. All right. Okay. All right. So y'all see it here. Alleged involvement on further allegations by the government of a serious risk that the defendant will flee. Y'all see this? The court finds that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of any person of the community. So Loose Cannon's girl think that Loose Cannon is coming home. Loose Cannon's going to be there for a very long time. I hope she understands that, right? All right. So then we go down some more here. I want y'all to see this right here. This right here is serious, right? So the court bases the foregoing finding on the following. So the court based this just how Eddie Boy said it, and we're going to play that again too, right? Now listen to this right here. It says, nature of the offenses and the defendant's role in the alleged extortion, robberies, 2 active protective orders, noting one as reciprocal outstanding warrant, report of violent January 2025 incident. This is the no jumper incident, right? And it happened December 26, 2024, but they got it reported as January 2025. 25. So I'm guessing that's when it was reported. The incident happened in December 2026, but it was reported, I guess, January 2025. Loose Cannon's not coming home no time soon. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
On Trump from Sea Pleasant, Maryland.
What's going on, my guy?
Ain't nothing, man. I called in maybe about 2-3 weeks. You got a good show because nobody's talking about this. This a heck of a thing you're doing, but I just want to understand. I don't understand that those guys are supposed to be locked up together. I was in the penitentiary almost 9 years. I never seen two people fucking fake ass gangbangers. I can't stand a nigga that's in a gang. Why they can't be doing stuff by themselves? Whacking. I'm surprised he ain't locked up.
It's coming.
So he got to be working because there's too much stuff going on. He said it was 1,500 on a nigga that nigga plumber will beat the fuck out and Wack. But he don't know. He only pay attention to niggas that got a name. I noticed that we and you, we don't mean nothing to him. We ain't got no name. You see how he sucked up to like what's the dude for Cash Money dude? He look up to those guys. He look up to dudes that got money, right? But in that clubhouse, that dude, shit, I forgot his name, but anyway, they the most disappointing people I ever seen in my life. Wack 100 is terrible. I mean, he one of the worst guys I ever seen. But he not in the street though, so that's why he talk like he talk, because you not gonna never see him. You're not gonna never see him. But man, I'm gone, man.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
You got a nice show, doggone, man.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, share this video. Yeah, so this right here lets you know that the no jumper indictment is coming. Straight up. The no jumper indictment is coming. And, you know, from how I see it, Wack 100 is going to be included in the no jumper indictment. You know, he thinks that he's going to escape this. But from what I see, I don't see it happening. So I want y'all to hear this again. You know, for the people that's rocking with me that haven't heard it, I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to listen to this right here, man.
To it, man. So I was up in the courtroom. I got there first. Wasn't nobody there. And then his lawyer got there. And we both were sitting in the hallway. And then the court reporter came, opened up the door. And when he opened up the door, he let us in. So I'm sitting in the very back row, and then Loose Cannon and two marshals come in. And when they come in, this dude Loose Cannon look at me, and if you guys could have seen the look on his face when he seen me, it was just priceless. So he looking at me, he's sitting down, and he looking back, and then he tell the bailiff, the marshals, oh, he trying to take a picture of me. He's trying to record me. So they came over there where I was at, and they was like, hey, man, you can't do no recording. I was like, bro, I ain't doing no recording. My phone's in my pocket. And they was like, okay. And then he was just, so worried about me being in there. He was just so fidget. And he told the marshals, he was like, if I don't fuck with nobody, can you make them leave? They was like, oh, no, we can't make him leave. Just open to the public. He's not being disrupted. So he can be here as long as he wants to, as long as he's not being disrupted. So his wife came up in there. When his wife came up in there, and then you had like 3 other people came in there and they sat to the left. And when they sat to the left, I don't know if they was FBI agent or investigators or whatever it may be. So Loose Cannon, he blurted out, "Hey, Eddie boy, what are you doing here? I don't fuck with you, cuz, on Neighborhood Crip." So you know me, man, I always maintain my discipline. I just sit there, I don't say nothing. You know, you look like a fool to me, you know, for even saying something like that, because you acting out, this is your bail hearing and you saying some stupid shit like that. So when he said Eddie boy, the people to the left looked and they got on their phone, and then one of them went right outside. When she went out right outside, she got right on her phone. So of course they know it's Eddie Wagner. He's up in here. Used to be from Roller 60s, but he's a Muslim now. But that's Eddie boy. So they paying attention to me. They thinking I'm recording or something like that. But I'm not recording. But it's crazy because I have an iPhone and I have an Apple Watch. So I had got a text and I looked at my watch. So the bailiff came and the marshal came and said, "Let me talk to you outside." So when I talked to you outside, he said, "Hey bro, are you recording?" I said, "Nah." I said, "You want to see my phone?" He said, "Nah, man." He said, "Man, I know you're not recording, man." He said, "Man, you got a watch?" I said, "Yeah." And I just took the watch off and just put it in my pocket, so I went back in. So, but during the hearing, this dude, Loose Cannon, lawyer, he said, Loose Cannon, see, you got to understand, bro, when your lawyer is fighting defense for you, you giving your lawyer certain information. So Loose Cannon lawyer came with this synopsis. He said, Loose Cannon is a character that's not from 60s. It's a character that he's entertained people online, right? He entertained people online, and his real name is Tremaine Ashley Williams, the entertainer. And Loose Cannon is a character, right? So he's saying that he's not Loose Cannon. That's just a character. That's a thing that he do online, and he hears stuff from the streets, and he try to play tough and rough and tough like Apple Puff. And he go online and get to talking shit about, X, Y, and Z. So he tried to use that. And then they got to where I think it was 2 cases. They weren't talking about 40 cases. I don't know why everybody got 40 different cases. They was trying to identify 2 different cases, if it was him or his brother, right? So I think it was shooting in the dwelling or brandishing a gun and some other stuff. But he brought up to the point where they brought up his baby mama, where he got a restraining order on his baby mama. He was saying that he was the victim in that he had to go to court. He had to get a restraining order on that. And basically, they established that it was him. So, and then his lawyer got to talking about the no jumper incident, talking about that was a skit, that was X, Y, and Z. There's no police report, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what happened was when the prosecutor got up there, she said, she went in on him, man. She got to talking about everything he was doing online, talking about people's mamas, daddies, talking about he gonna kill this person, gonna kill that person, pull up, he'll do this, he'll enforce her, and things of that nature. So she also mentioned that she wanted to play the video, the no jumper video, inside the room. And they was finna play it, but the judge said that if she had a police report about the incident at no jumper, she didn't have to do it. So she provided the police report. She actually had the police report and was finna give a copy to Loose Cannon's attorney. So that busts his bubble in a sense where you could have seen the look on his face when they said they filed a police report, because they did file a police report. They are going to charge that brother and whoever else was involved in that. They're going to charge some people for that. So, and he also was trying to get out the case, like with Big U. He was saying that he was online talking shit about Big U. Big U's a rat. Big U this. He a buster. He was talking about this, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But so they're so dumb that the case that happened, the charges that happened, that they're charging him for, happened before him and Big U split. And you guys got to take into account, man, when he first came on the scene at No Jumper, what did he do? He got on there, he said that Big U sold guns and was putting serial numbers and giving them to the brothers over there in that section. He also said that they robbed the boy, Dale, but he didn't say his name, but he said they robbed, but it was Dale. We found out it was Dale at that particular time. Now we know. So he robbed, and they was up back there counting up the money. I'm sure you guys can find the video and go back to the video and see they was counting up the money. And then the victim came back up in there, and Big U took half of the money and gave it back to him, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what he's been charged with. He has been charged for extortion and robbery in that particular instant. You guys got to take, you guys got to keep in mind, this dude is the biggest dummy on the planet Earth, bro. They had no recollection that was him that done that. This man was been online, lying, talking about this, talking about that. But when he was lying, he told one truth. And that one truth got him in a RICO, man. Got him in a RICO. That thing he's talking about, he was Big U enforcer. He's like this and he like that. That situation that when he beat up Marley Marl, that's what got this man indicted. So this is like for education purpose only, bros. Understand this, man. If you guys are on this internet talking about any type of things, if you guys are sitting there talking about y'all did this, y'all did that, I do this and I do this and I do that, they're gonna use that against you, man. They're gonna use that against you. And you guys gotta be careful. Don't be threatening nobody online, bro, because they asked me when I was leaving yesterday, did I want to press charges or make a complaint for what he said about my family, what he was gonna do to me, my family, my brother, my mama, and all that type of stuff. They asked me did I want to file a complaint. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. You know, do y'all thing. Be mindful. Be careful, bro, that you guys cannot go online talking about this and talking about that, talking about this individual, threatening this individual. You guys cannot do that. If you guys do that, you guys start talking about y'all content creators and all this, man, all somebody have to do is file a report on you, a complaint on you, man. And you're going to go to jail for that. You're going to get a charge for that. And also be mindful that, you know, people don't understand that if you go into a federal court or anything like that, you can't take no pictures or you can't record because that's like you can get 3 years for that. And I knew that already. So that's why I wasn't recording. So, you know, I'm not stupid, you know, but a lot of people are stupid. But this right here, this dude is just like his fucking daddy. This dude, Loose Cannon. This dude is a rat. He told on Big U. He told online. He told on all type of shit. He was in the courtroom, man, telling on me yesterday, talking about this and this and that and this, bro. Come on, man. The dude just like his daddy. But the difference between him and his daddy lied on so many people. 4 different people got him life sentence. And one of them brothers, man, Devil from 5'9" Hoover that he told on, lost his life, brother, in the penitentiary because this dude, daddy, Loose Cannon, daddy, nutty, lied on that man, got that man a life top because he was a high-powered rat informant. And I'm telling you, bro, these informants, they will make up shit on you and they will lie on you just because they can get to that bag, bro. And on that note, man, wait till the minute orders come out. Dealing with Loose Cannon, I was waiting on it, but I haven't got it yet. I'm in the process of getting it, and y'all gonna see that what I'm talking about is the truth. Everybody else narrative is everybody else narrative. You know, I listened to Poetic Flacco yesterday. He was on point to a certain extent, but it wasn't 40 different charges they was talking about. No, they wasn't. They was only talking about 2. So just understand, bro, brothers and sisters, that gang culture, that gang life, don't get in that shit, man. And I'm telling you from experience, don't get into it, shake it. You can get a bag on the other side, just being a normal individual. And on that note, you people have a blessed day.
Loose Cannon put himself in the trick bag fucking with Wack. He wanted to be so famous, he got what he was asking for. You feel what I'm saying? He wanted to be so famous, he got what he was asking for, man. Straight up. Them people are not playing. Let me see here. I'm gonna read this part in a second. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. Say your name, where you calling in from.
From Seattle. Yeah, man, you're doing good. Good work out here, man. Good work out here. I like how you explained the situation about how you just find the streets also. It doesn't do anything. And besides, anyway, who owns the streets? Nobody owns the streets. These brothers can barely even get a job in their own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But there's one thing that kind of struck my attention. Remember when? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when Wack 100 had called you, and you guys are going back and forth, and it was like, well, where's the video and where's the audio and all this? And I could see how he was getting frustrated, and he was, just like you said, he was trying to sidestep and come off with other little accusations like, where are you from, and all this, to get away from that, because he didn't want you to get a word in so that you could actually televise exactly what he said he never said. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I was thinking last time I called, I said, you know, he could say so much, but he can't remember everything that he said, because there's always somebody with a tape or a video. What you should do is you should have like a little contest and just have anybody and everybody that want to have crowd participation. Since he want to line everybody up, why don't you just line the masses and the followers to just go through every foul fugazi thing that he ever said, and kind of make a collage on what he said that he didn't say, and then match that with what he did say, and blow up the internet.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Blow up the internet. Put that shit on YouTube. Put that shit on IG. When he said, I never said that. There's no paperwork, or there's no audio. There's no video. Where's the receipts? Where's, whatever. Have a collage of what he said that he didn't say, and then boom, exactly what he said. So that way, because that shows within itself he has no integrity. And if he has no integrity, and if he would lie about that, there's no telling how many people he done fucked over, is fucking over now that he's in business with. Because when I first saw the interviews when he had Loose and all these cats, on No Jumper, I was under the impression that they were kind of close. I mean, if you never knew what the relationship was, you would think, oh, that's his boy. And you pointed out something else. You said when he was like, oh, when the spotlight's on me, I wanted to put it on him, but now you don't know him. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Because he was lining him up the whole time.
Lining them up the whole entire time, and exactly what you say. Hey, and another thing, go back out of all the people, because remember, people was like putting that out there. Everybody that was on No Jumper and on that Wack shit is in prison or got lined up. What I would find curious is everybody that ended up going on that show and went to prison or jail, did something happen right before to where he wasn't cool with them anymore, which gives Wack the out to be like, oh, I know that they're coming for him. This is the perfect opportunity to step away and be like, oh, well, we wasn't on good terms. I might have been able to do something for him. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the exit strategy. I think you might have brought that up.
Yeah,
I think you said that when him and Loose, they were cool, and then something happened. He must have got word or something, and that was the perfect opportunity to kind of like, oh, well, things didn't go the way it was supposed to be. We're not even cool anymore. It's not what he's a grown man. That was the perfect opportunity. So I'm very curious to see how many other individuals was at the exact chronological order when that happens. You know, and as far as like Luce's wife or supposed wife or whichever wife, the light-skinned one,
yeah,
his girlfriend, she better be safe and look out too, because I'm gonna tell you this: Rico's a motherfucker. Now, let's say hypothetically, she knew about everything that he was doing, and if he was robbing people or blackmailing or stiff-arming motherfuckers, and she willingly knew that the money that he was giving her was from that, or stolen merchandise, earrings, rings, bags, whatever, she's donezo too.
Yeah.
And shorty, if you listening, you better know you were fucking donezo. And trust me, your little ass ain't gonna last long. Trust me, up in the penitentiary. So, and not only that, whoever's been fucked over by these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does not do anything positive for our peoples, the neighborhood. It makes it worse. Makes it like 10 times worse. He doesn't do nothing for the culture. I'm surprised cats aren't calling in by the tens of thousands saying, hey, I want to get a $10,000 or $15,000 reward. I got some information on this dude, because it seemed like he's done some bad business throughout his career, because I've never seen anybody that didn't get hemmed up and did not prosper. You know what I'm saying? He's not a talented dude.
At all.
He's not a talented dude at all. So when you really think about it, what other skills would he actually primarily have to make a legitimate amount of money, but to like scheme and strong arm? But I mean, that's just me. But I mean, just looking at just how he interacts and how he comes off, you know, like what did he say? He said something about if a dude wants to go across the street and get ran over, I might. You understand what I'm saying? I might give him a helping hand. He talks about all the time how he don't do nothing. His people will do it, or his people will handle it. You admitting yourself right there, you the head of some shit.
Yeah.
Every single time. Oh man, I ain't got to do nothing. You know, wherever I go, my people's is right there. My people's here, there. They do this, they do that. I don't have to do nothing. But then you say that, you know, you're not involved in nothing. I saw the clip that you played, and that was very interesting, which really kind of makes me wonder how come he didn't get pulled for that. Because when you perjure yourself, especially when you're under oath, and he was talking about that he knew nothing about some type of movie deal on Keefe D.
Yeah.
And it was proven in court that he lied?
Yeah.
So how did he not get amped up for that? They would rather get rid of 2 stones with the cost of 1. So I don't know.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, hey, you should have a contest. Best winner with the best collage.
All right, I'll take that into consideration, my brother. I appreciate you calling in.
That would blow the motherfucking internet up. Oh my God, I would be sick as fuck if you could put that together.
I appreciate you, my brother. Stay locked in.
No doubt, man. Hey, you keep blessing the people with the truth, man.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Tapping in from Cali. Hey, I wanted to say something I noticed earlier today, too. Want me to tell you how what a triple cross is? A triple cross. How that boy Wack done laid it out. How he done got everybody under wraps, right? And then he turned around and threw loose on the phone with a known informant, right? Boom. Then the known informant agrees, and he tells the known informant, you know, I wasn't really trying to do that. That was because such and such had pushed the line, and such was lying and made me do that. Blah, 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 blah. And then that's why Wack turned around and is saying, oh, Luce ain't got nothing to do with the RICO. Luce ain't in on the RICO. Luce is only in on this. But he trying to put Luce, like at the same time he put him in the hot water, he trying to pull him out and rinse him off and be like, this all had something to do with Brody. It ain't got nothing to do with Luce. You know what I mean? But the whole time he done threw this man in a triple cross.
Yeah. I appreciate you calling in with that, my brother.
For sure.
If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And share this video. You know, I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. You hear me? And this right here is at the end of the order. Let me see here. It's the end of the order. We're going to read the end of this right here. It is therefore ordered. Hold on. Let me take this one call. Then we're going to read the order. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name. Where you calling in from?
This is T from the 9.
What's going on?
California.
What's going on, my guy?
Why you on that boy head like that, man?
We ain't stopping, man. We want the people to understand
I'm
that
gonna
it's
tell you
poison.
what you should do is you probably should become a preacher when you're done with this stuff right here. Boy, you so good.
That's what I'm doing. I'm preaching to the people.
Man, for sure. You know what? Let me tell you something. What I love is what you giving to the young folks. We don't have too many of that no more. Now, these folks that's doing what they doing now, I listened to a thing earlier today. I don't know if it was from way before or if it was from recently, and I heard Loose Cannon and 600 get into it. Was that recently?
You said, that was some old stuff. They just played it recently.
Oh, they just played it recently. You know, remember when Wack said that I give guns to the Crips so they can kill themselves?
I played something where he said something about giving the straps to Big Ewan now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's
I
doing
played
the
that.
same thing.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing, and he's just doing it with words now. I noticed that when he lets them talk, when they start talking, he gets quiet and let them do it themselves.
Yeah.
And they still haven't figured it out. It's so ignorant.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid. Like, I'm like, are you seeing what this dude is doing to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I don't get it. Like, it's not like you guys are like 15 or 18 years old. You like 30, 40 years old, you know what I mean? And you're still doing this. You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
Yeah, they
What
too
you
grown
do,
for this
what
shit.
you do, a lot of people don't understand. When I listen to you, you are one of the only ones, to me, who makes sense out of a lot of this. It's like you lay down a law, and this is what it is. You know what I mean? No bullshit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know, facts. No bullshit. Like, this is what it is, and I listen to you, and I'm so encouraged, and I'm probably older than you, but I love it because I don't know why our young folks and our older folks don't see what you're doing for us. You know what I mean?
Real rap.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when you said, I think you said something like, I'm done with the streets. Like me, I'm done with the streets.
Don't want nothing to do with them.
I don't want to do it. The streets is wicked. I'm done with it. Hell, I see shit now that I never seen before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nothing to do with that. And I appreciate the way that you preach this to our youngsters, because let me tell you something. That right there is what we need. What you speak is what we need. What they speak is exactly what we don't need.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at these dudes and I'm like, you still calling from prison and you still implicating yourself into shit that why are you doing that? Like, I don't understand how you can be, you supposed to be a OG and all of this. It makes no sense to me. Like, are you dumb? Which I think they are.
Yeah, it got to be, because it's crazy.
It is. But I really appreciate what you do. The thing I want you to know is I appreciate what you do for these youngsters out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You giving them a line of direction for them to understand this is what you don't do. I heard you when you said, man, I don't mess with the hood no more. The streets is wicked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is great. That's a great platform for these youngsters to listen to. So you keep doing what you're doing, brother. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you calling in.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, we got your back out here on the West Coast. Don't let motherfuckers fool you just because they from the West. We ride with this real shit. You know what I mean?
And I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. Facts.
Yeah, for real talk. And I like that ring you got. I know you ain't gonna give it to me, but I sure wish you would. But anyway, I like that ring on that index finger, man. But I know you ain't gonna give it to me. But if you got a copy of it, man, I sure would appreciate it.
I appreciate you for calling in. Stay locked in, my brother.
I got you, man.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. I want to read this joint right here. This is the end of the order of detention. It says, it is therefore ordered that the defendant be detained prior to trial. It is further ordered that the defendant be committed to the custody of the Attorney General for confinement in corrections facility, separate to the extent participably from persons awaiting or serving sentences or being held in custody pending appeal. It is further ordered that the defendant be afforded reasonable opportunity for private consultation with counsel. It is further ordered that the order of the Court of the United States, or on request of any attorney for the government, the person in charge of the correction facility in which the defendant is confined, deliver the defendant to the United States Marshal for the purpose of an appearance in connection with court proceedings. Yeah. So this is order of detention. And this just got stamped about 6 days ago when he went to court. And y'all know he was on there. His girl was on there talking shit, talking about he didn't do this, he didn't do that. She don't even understand who she playing with. That's what's retarded of her. She does not understand who she's playing with at all. Them people are not playing. And that's a fact. They are not playing at all. And, you know, I guess she got to learn the hard way. You know? She got to learn the hard way. Some people don't learn until it's too late. And, you know, we're going to make sure that we break it down for everyone to understand it. You know, we want everybody to understand it. And, you know, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Yeah. You know. Hold up.
Biggie, you and Suge were out there in the mid-2000s. When I'm talking about 2005, 2006, 2008, or 2008, they were making niggas pay. Wack 100, all of them, those niggas was pulling up on everybody and making niggas pay. Might be a little later, might be 2006, 2007. But, and they used to play good cop, bad cop. Suge would press one dude, Big U would go and be the savior. Big U would press one dude, Suge would go be the savior. Those niggas are, that's why those niggas are tight. They still partners, I believe.
And they don't even keep a hammer on him. I know the nigga, bro. I know him. Know him, his family, I know him, bro. He ain't running. That nigga, them niggas don't run nothing like that out here, bro. Don't believe the hype. You do not believe the hype. 6ix9ine, one of them niggas blocked. The harder they were and violated them niggas, bro. What that tell you?
Nobody was there.
2:00 in the afternoon, bro. It's real shit. It ain't what it used to be, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't none of this shit what it used to be, bro. And that nigga 55 years old, bro. He's scared to go back to jail.
I mean, you know what? My whole thing is, as long as I got a fair fight, niggas come at me and I got heat to hold myself down, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to be in a position where niggas got heat to me and I gotta be humble.
Whenever you land out here, bro, that ain't the problem.
Right.
This is all I want you to think about. They talk a lot of shit about Wack. We in LA. You see them niggas coming playing with me?
Nope.
I'm out here moving. All my cars is bright. Everything I drive is noticeable. Nigga, they see me. Nigga, I'm posting flyers where we gonna be at clubs, all that. Concerts, all that. Just studio, like, bro, like, these niggas be talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They be talking, bro. They be talking, bro. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Pick you all up. Whack. Crip nigga gotta come see me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they go to war with each other, so I don't fuck them niggas kill each other all day long. You know what I'm saying? That'd be Crip on Crip shit.
Straight ill. Yeah. So basically, yeah. He said that he provides the tools so the Crips can knock the Crips off. He said that himself. You know? He said that himself. Straight up. And
I know the nigga personally. I know Victor One. I know him. Did business with him. He was just on my phone. Yeah, I know him. I know the nigga. Nigga named Dale. They call him Monster. Nigga do read dispensary book shows. I know the nigga. Now Luce is all the way up. Luce up because they was both just on my phone in October. And Dale was working all the way up into March 15th. March 14th. Which lets me know when they was having that phone call, Dale's phone was hot. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I got the whole call. Call fucked up.
he got the whole call fucked up. We're going to take this call and we're going to replay that. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from. All right. Once you play, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hold up, I got you. I answered the phone for you. You go to the block list. That's all. Getting to the block list is gonna be heavy around here. You're gonna put yourself on the block list. That's all.
I know the nigga personally. I know Victor One. I know him. Did business with him. He was just on my phone. Yeah, I know him. I know the nigga. Nigga named Dale. They call him Monster. Nigga do read dispensary book shows. I know the nigga. Now Luce is all the way up. Luce up because they was both just on my phone in October. And Dale was working all the way up into March 15th, March 14th, which lets me know when they was having that phone call, Dale's phone was hot. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I got the whole call. Call up. It's bad business. I said and thought about it. I said, and them niggas just called me in October. Twice. October 14th, October 15th. And these niggas was having this conversation. Dale said he had to turn himself in December. He said, what? Big U's hot. He working. I'm not gonna lie. He admitted it. I work it. I told him Big U been extorting me. That nigga. Wack, when I did business with you, it was real business. Even when I owed your people, set out to me and it was fair business. We made a deal, we negotiated, you shook hands, you left. You left me with the people.
Whenever I sent you money to deliver orders, you always deliver. But these niggas want to come over here playing with me, right? And him and Luz got to talking about whatever they was talking about. And thinking about it is like, yeah, this is going to turn out up. Because they was just on my phone in October. And Dale and Luz Cannon was wide open with their conversation.
So he knows that the call was hot. He know the call was hot. He know who was on the call, and everybody was on his phone. Straight up. And this is a major case that there's a RICO on, right? And Wack say they never talked to him. So you saying you got the call on your phone of Dale, Luz, and you knew the phone was hot, but they ain't never come say nothing to you. Okay. Yeah. And we supposed to just say, alright, everybody supposed to believe you, and nobody's supposed to question, did them people come talk to you? Because you gonna say, why? Why would they come talk to me? Because you said you got the phone call on your phone recorded that was hot. You said it. You said it. The phone call was recorded and it was on my phone and it was hot. Why wouldn't they want to talk to you about this call? Unless you organized the call and they talked to you before you got this call organized. Huh? Yeah. I mean, that's all we can say about that one, right? That's all we can say about that. And we gonna react to this right here, y'all, because it's bullshit. First, we gonna hear this one first. I want to play this one back. Let's play this one back. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. We're gonna play this one back. Hold up. Let's play this one back right here. This is after the no jumper situation. Wack got real cocky, right? And said that this is what happens when you looking for Wack. When you come looking for Wack, this is what happens.
Visual of one of the individuals, PTR, that's one of the individuals after the double stripping occurred. They pulled up, they said, "What's up, homie?" They said, "Yeah, we here to holler at Wack." And that was the outcome. The other one was in the back. He crawled in the trash can himself trying to get away. I don't think he know he was at. But I keep warning y'all, I am not a rapper. Don't come playing. Like this, don't come playing. I keep trying to help y'all. Do not believe that I am a 47-year-old survivor. I am a paranoid that's not driven by fear, and my team around me ain't playing. They not playing.
Not at all.
A double strip.
It was there.
What, Pitbull in there?
Who that, G-Wayne?
Is Pitbull in there?
Yep.
Yeah,
You already know.
What is a double
He don't look
strip,
asleep. He look like he got knocked out. Somebody.
I held half the team. I'm like, yo, y'all need to cut the day. Stop believing the high here, bumpy here, bumpy here.
Hey, they want to know what's a double strip, Wack.
A double strip is the first strip is all your jewelry, everything is gone. The second strip is, as you see, down to the birthday suit.
Socks on.
Yo, Bumpy, there you go, Bumpy. Keep that close. There you go. Hold on. There you go. That's cool.
Hey, Wack, let me see what you're talking about.
Bad work. That's bad, yo, Bumpy.
He don't even
send that this way, Wack. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
He don't even see it.
No. This bad work. I mean, he was looking for Wack. You know, he found him.
Found the Wack.
Listen. Half the squad, I'm making y'all about these would have died out there, man. Eddie was too bad.
Hey, this the best.
Nigga, the homie is crazy. These is bothering. This is the best video ever. But you didn't see me this since last night, man. No, back in your head, you like, with your dog going the phone, and there it goes. And listen, you see, half the homies is restrained.
I'm seeing. I'm watching it. I gotta watch it again because there's audio in the back.
Like, yeah, boy, they would have all got to get loose, man.
Hey, somebody would have lost their life. Everybody got active. Somebody would have lost their. If everybody got active, it would have.
Now they don't even know where they at still.
Man, them probably still in the alley in the trash can.
The white boy calls me, right? This crazy is, I bet that they know what's not to come to No Jumper again. Yeah. Gang.
Hey, did Adam see that shit? What?
Yo, that's what this white boy is crazy.
Yo, gang.
Somebody paid him to say that.
No, Adam is really, Adam is the epitome and definition of a white boy that is just what it is. He bland, he's straightforward, and he don't get. You got to add him up.
Hey, you know he's always been that. He like, I'm a troll. You know,
hey, he seemed like he kind of down though, right?
Man, that's been ringing around the homies. Adam running around there.
He might just tee off. You feel me? I don't know. Adam got it in him.
And he ain't no small white boy.
No, he ain't no small white boy. It's crazy because
a legal team to him.
That be roaming around, and he's just like, hey, dude, what's going on? Like, he called his office, he on this screen, he eat this shit, researching the blogs and shit.
Appreciate the super chat. Miss Hartfield. Appreciate the super chat. Miss Hartfield, you said awesome job. Keep applying pressure. I think Big U said something similar. He who laughed first, cry later. Yeah, Wack time is definitely coming now. Yes, it is. Wack time is definitely coming. And, they thought it was a joke then. Straight up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Yeah. The time is coming now. And let me see here. Abra, appreciate the super chat. You said hold on. Abra, appreciate the super chat. You said, DZ, I love and respect what you do. You are very wise and on point. Thank you for bringing wisdom and clarity to people who are confused and misled. Wack is 5-0. Facts. Yeah. And that's why we break it down. Want the people to understand that he get people engaged in all that BS, when all actuality he's working, but that no jumper shit went too far. That shit went way too far. I'm gonna be real. That no jumper shit, yeah. And we want to make sure jokers feel uncomfortable with that one. It was weird. How the fuck is that a highlight representation of the urban community, and you go on Vlad and No Jumper and brag about it, talking about they was gang members, and come on, man. That shit was corny. That shit was straight corny. I'm gonna keep it a bean. That shit was corny. You went on these platforms with these other cultures and bragged about something that y'all know was out of pocket, and it wasn't even the way y'all said it. Yeah, especially, for y'all beating and stripping Marciano like that. Man, come on, man. That shit was corny. Shit was corny. Straight up. Appreciate the super chat, AJ. Cashless whack diapers. Yeah. And we're gonna break this shit down here together too. Hold on. We're gonna break this shit down right here. Hold up. Facts. Yeah. Let me see.
Right here, cuz about
Cause you doing it.
No, I'm not. I'm
Listen,
you nigga.
so you telling me
on the dead,
you don't know. So you telling me no? You put that on 6-0.
That
you never got picked
the
up.
arrest record, nigga.
That ain't what you did. No,
Nigga,
that ain't what you said.
You said.
You said on 6-0. He never got picked up.
Nigga, he never got picked up. He never got. So you mean to tell me he got picked up and took to FBI headquarters or something?
He definitely, nigga. He definitely did.
See, and when you listen to this, right, you got to pay attention that this is what Wack does to expose shit to them people. He wants to make sure, things is loud. He's not exposing this shit, whereas though like he's trying to make it seem like he's trying to expose it to the culture, because we already know people are telling throughout the entire culture. People still get embraced after they tell. So he's making sure that he identifies certain situations, naming certain people to identify this for them people.
You know this.
Cause 2 Crips called me as soon as he got out. When he called on them. On Paru, nigga.
All right, see. Now.
You want to call me on the 3-way and I'll call them?
Hey, listen, hold on.
You can call me on the 3-way. Brick.
Listen,
Brick.
No, let me
Brick.
talk real quick and get it.
You can call me on the 3-way and I will call the 2 Crips for you and let you, they will tell you. Hold on. 600. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. 600 can tell you on 6-0, he heard one of the Crips tell him he went and met him, and he talked about that.
Gang.
No.
We gonna I'm in a 3-way to you, gang. Let's talk content. Why? Not like that right here.
No.
And we gonna I'm finna call you. Or let's this and let's holler.
No.
This is your second time you put it on the hook, though.
You put shit on your name, bro.
I ain't really even heard of you, though. Man, everybody, nigga, this nigga.
Nobody never heard of you.
You see how, he wants to put incriminating shit out there, and get you to identify shit. This is why I tell y'all, anybody that wants to get into an arguing match with him, and if you call yourself a gang member or whatever you call yourself, all you doing is identifying yourself for them people. Like, come on now. You can't think that them people are not listening and storing this audio away where as though they can directly go to it when they need to. They got this shit labeled. This shit that Wack 100 is putting out through these media outlets, he say his media team, the feds are taking this audio and storing this shit, and they're labeling this shit with each audio, each person's name in the audio, so that all they gotta do is go to a file and click the button to find the audio.
Everybody know Lil Shitty, nigga. Everybody know Lil Shitty, nigga. On the dead homies, nigga. Everybody.
Nigga, I don't know no Brick Baby, man.
Yeah, nigga, you know Lil Shitty though. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
That's how
niggas
you
know who J-Dog is too, nigga.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, though, Brick Baby. Yo, Brick Baby, I get a text from a young lady in distress saying she need help. She got a baby. I sent her some diapers. Next thing you know, she texted me talking about Jay, whatever that nigga is, be with Nipsey, Jay, whatever his name is, cussed her out
because I sent her baby, I guess it's his baby, some free diapers, and she like, this nigga won't even buy the baby diapers. What's the nigga name? What's the nigga name? The nigga be rapping Jay something. I don't know.
Jay Stone.
Jay Stone.
You
and the lady.
You talk about the.
I don't know the lady, bro. I don't even know the lady. She just.
Hey man, cause you donated diapers,
But why the nigga, bro? Look, the lady hit me. I just sent diapers, bro. I don't know what.
Base and all that. That's a relationship problem.
But bro, all I did was sent diapers. That's it. I don't know.
Respectable move. I mean, I understand that, but so what would Jay Stone argue with her about for sending you something?
I guess she put up a video showing the diapers how good they work.
But you gotta understand, you got some real shit, cuz you still have a lot of niggas on our side. If you could just leave Nip name, if those two situations, and I ain't saying it's the argue game, but if you could have left Nip name out of your mouth, cuz is dead, and was he a legend? That's an opinion, cuz I respect.
Bro, no, wait, hold on, bro. We talking music. I don't speak on was he a whatever you do in the street.
I'm talking about just the video and all that, and then I mean it is what it is.
Hey bro, you know what's crazy though? Yo, Brick. Hey Brick.
It kind of like
Hey Brick, check it out, Brick. Hey Brick. No, bro. This before we even got into it. Cause Big Q came to my house, in my back room, my game room, in front of my homeboy Jay Capone, right? And sat there and was trying to get me to release this shit because Laura ain't cooperating and he got some control of the baby mama in the video. I told him I ain't doing that because of the kids, right? He know who got it. He know all about it. This ain't no secret. I said, bro, I ain't doing that because of nigga kids. That don't need to be out there like that.
But it didn't come up till y'all start not seeing eye to eye though, cuz till you start sensing that it was smoke.
Nah, that ain't when it came up. It came up when Hassan Campbell recorded it and released it. I never said nothing openly, homie. I never said nothing openly. I never said. So when a nigga asks me, nigga is what it is, right? I trip off niggas because if niggas say, yo, is Wack one of the top CEOs, and the niggas say no, I ain't gonna get mad. It's his opinion, right? I know my numbers. I don't feel I am either.
The music, that's cool.
Listen. So if a nigga asks me, do I think he was a musical legend? And I say, no, he can't be. Only released the album. Why is niggas get mad? We talking music.
That's opinionated. That's an opinion.
That ain't no disrespect.
No, you're doing fact. Listen, a motherfucker could be a legend to niggas, an underground legend, whatever legend. Everybody looks at other people as legends, cuz. So if you don't gotta agree that he was a legend, nigga, that's your opinion, nigga.
We're talking music. So listen, let's straighten this out. The tapes shit didn't come up till Hassan said it, right? The nigga went too far and said, yeah, and I was on the three-way when you was talking to Big U. That's when he showed his hand, because nobody didn't know me and the nigga wasn't talking, right? He tried to create something, right? That's when he went too far with his lie, right? Secondly, right, I'm the only reason why this shit ain't been out. Nigga, I be fighting with this nigga not to do that. Every time he get broke, Wack, I get a nigga something to do to make some money.
We know that's a lie. You know, we know it's a lie. You said you lie about everything for content. Now you want to say that you have access, the person that has the tape, and the reason why the tape isn't coming out because you keep paying for it not to come out. Why would you do that? What do you benefit from paying somebody to not put a tape out on somebody that you done already talked negative about? That don't make sense at all. Why would you pay somebody not to put a tape out that they're going to benefit from if it ever existed? Why would you pay them not to put the tape out? That shit don't even make no sense. And you just paying them for what? Without you benefiting? Think about that. Wack 100 is not paying nothing for somebody else that he's not benefiting for. And somebody that you done talk completely negative about. So we know you lying there. You doing that for attention. You want people to think that you got something that you don't have. And I guarantee you, if the authorities was to approach Wack and subpoena him about this shit, Wack would say, nah, I just did it for content. You know? But one thing I do say, right? Wack is always referring to everybody using his cell phone as a line of communication and him storing all the information through his cell phone. Why haven't they never subpoenaed you for any of these things that you claim to be so associated with? Right? Why? Either you're just completely lying about everything, or you're working and you're just publicly announcing these things to engage with people to, you know, put the situations out there about different things. So I already know you Fufafi, Wack. And, you know, I don't believe shit he say. I'ma just be real. When Wack is talking, I don't believe shit he's saying. He's a liar. We know he's working. And I don't believe nothing. You hear me? I don't believe nothing. Straight up.
You know that. See, this is why I sit here, nigga, you know that. Now listen, I never knew nothing about Nipsey ever being a snitch.
My thing is this, at the end of the day, like it was a private conversation, all right, cool. But shit that's talked about, nigga, if you got that and you had it, just put it out, don't say nothing, nigga.
Oh no, hey bro.
It make it seem, I'm telling you.
Are you saying, so you saying I'm lying? Your homies know it is real, bro.
I'm not saying that you lying. I'm not saying nothing because I don't have no knowledge of the situation, so I can't say that you lying, gang. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when a nigga say something like that, it don't got the receipt to prove it. It's like, damn,
who don't got the receipt?
Huh?
Big, you seen it.
What I'm saying
he begged me to put it out.
To the public. You listening to me, bro? I hear what you saying.
So you want it to come out?
Let me get
this right. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Let me get this right. So, wait, let me get this right. Bro, you really want that to come out, bro?
I don't want it to come out, but I don't want it to come out.
So what is you talking about?
I don't want it.
He's playing like he's saving the situation from happening. And nah, I ain't going for it. I don't believe you have the ability to stop something that would benefit somebody else, and for you to act like you doing something that's not benefiting you. So I guess when I look at that, right, it's like Wack trying to play the manipulation game to Nipsey's family and make it look like he's helping the family from being traumatized or disrespected by the tape coming out. So I don't believe there is no tape of Nipsey doing what he's saying. I don't believe it. You hear me? So I'ma just call it how I see it. It's like when Wack says things and he's like, well, you want the tape to come out and all this shit. Like, you just talking. SBGBTV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
North Carolina.
What's going on, my guy?
You know how I know he's lying? You know how I know when Wack is lying?
Let me hear it.
Whenever he moves his lips.
It's whenever he's talking. He just lying every fucking time.
Whenever he's moving his lips, dog.
Every fucking time, man. Every time.
Yeah, man, I just on that.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
All right, dog.
Whenever he's talking, I agree on that one. Whenever he fucking talk.
Nigga to say something and it be a fib. We have to respect him as a real nigga. So I'm just like, hell no, I want it to come out, nigga. I don't want my homie like, nigga. But if it happened, nigga, and you talking about it, nigga, and you can't show it, it's like, damn, nigga, what did you talk about it for? That's all I'm saying. You might as well.
Well, you gotta remember, bro, when it come out, when Hassan leaked this shit.
I know,
right?
and that.
SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name. Where you calling in from? Hey, what's happening?
Okay. So I wanted to request, can I have a time? So you know when I call in,
You gotta take me off speaker.
Hold on.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you a little better. It's like some wind in the back, though.
You know what? I'm gonna call back in 30 minutes then.
Okay.
All right.
And that's what I heard. I just heard that. So I'm like, okay, that was a private conversation.
Wack didn't. Yeah, nigga, that shit it bent. Nigga, what? It's text messages. Nigga, it's how much he gonna pay a nigga to do certain shit. It's all that shit. It's about 12 videos. It's all that. Nigga, I'll call that nigga on the phone, bro.
But is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that this ain't the right time to be shooting?
Let me ask you something. Hey, look, have you noticed that the baby mama has never denied it? She the one in the video.
Man, listen.
Man, she's not entertaining you. She is not entertaining you. And I noticed that with a lot of people, they won't even entertain Wack because they know he's a compulsive liar. So why am I gonna get wrapped up in your shit? You know, like Willie D didn't even want to say his name, right? It's like we on different levels. You know, even though, you know, y'all mentioning, you know, him and he was over there, like, he didn't even want to say Wack's name. Like, this nigga's beneath me. You know, he's like a peon, the bottom of my shoe. And he's over there lying because he wants to say that I'm telling or Willie D was telling because he did an interview with Big U and he hates Big U that much and he feared the man. So it's some people that don't even want to mention Wack, man. Straight up. They bring no value. They devalue him. You know, so I can understand why some people don't even, you know, respond when he says things, right? But y'all know us, we going up by making sure we call out his character to the T for the world. And we do this for everybody and for the people that don't want to respond to him. So I'm sure some of those people are looking like he getting what he deserved. Straight up.
Man, that's
the baby mama's the one in the video, bro.
My sister, gang. China is my sister, bro. I don't know.
Have she ever denied it?
I don't know what she got. That don't have nothing to do. Whatever it is, it is.
Okay, well.
I haven't never heard her being asked about it either, though.
She would have been denied it by now, bro.
But that family really don't speak on no type of methods. You don't really.
So you saying? So you're saying it don't exist?
It don't exist.
I never said that. I never said that. I said that.
Yeah, bring Reg up in here, bro.
Wasn't gonna come out.
That's true. You gonna get Reg?
You get what I'm saying?
I just don't know. What I'm here to clear up, bro. What I'm here to clear up, and 600 know this, right? Wack ain't never been a nigga up under no nigga. I run my own shit. I do my own business. If niggas call me and we can plug in,
full Reg up.
I'm telling you,
I
as
do
far
it.
as the worldwide,
I ain't never been no nigga.
Niggas look at you as a general. Hold on. I'm just.
Nah, don't look at me as that. Don't look at me as that.
Hold on.
Don't look at me as that.
You can't stop people from looking at you like that.
Don't look at me as that.
Straight chaos. Wack is surrounded by chaos and destruction for the urban community. Straight up. And we gonna make sure we let the people know and understand that, you know, he's a liar, he's a manipulator, and all he does is cause chaos.
Known to be around another general alleged.
Hey, bro. Niggas knew I was before the fucking world knew who Big U was, bro.
Niggas knew that up under this raps. Nigga, LA City, where it counts. These 190.
You watch with Reg come in here, bro.
190, where it really
that's y'all.
On 60. No, I'm talking about, nigga. I'm talking about every hood in between 1st Street and 100.
Hey, bro. You know how many penitentiaries I've been to?
Bro, we talking about the 80s, gang. That shit don't hold no weight.
I don't get, no, we talk about the 90s.
Whatever, early 90s, that shit don't hold no weight in 2020.
It don't hold no weight.
Nigga,
so you saying,
you was...
So you...
All right, go
Hold
ahead.
on, Reg.
Go ahead.
Reggie Wright. Reg. I want you to keep it real, Reg. This dude right here from 60. Hold on.
Okay.
This dude from 60 right here, kid, is telling me that I wasn't solidified until Big U come home. Reg, wasn't we the ones helping Big U when he came home? Big U. Hold on, bro, Reg.
Then Wack 100 get Reggie Wright, the police, to verify the shit he's saying. He get the police to verify. And we supposed to believe both of them. We can't trust Reggie Wright or Wack 100. Both of them aren't trustworthy. Both of them are liars.
We ain't no Reg. I want you to keep it real, Reg. Was we not already doing what we was doing before Big U came home? And when he came home, didn't the homies help him?
The homies helped him in all type of personal matters and other matters. So that what that was like 2004,
That's understandable.
2005.
That's understandable.
Yeah, when he came home.
But
what are you talking about?
Bro, I'm respecting you as the person they
Reg, they telling Pacoima niggas, hold on, Reg.
You can't
Reg.
get that. Niggas
Hold
wasn't
on.
respecting your game like that.
Reg, no, hold on. Reg, I want you to address that. Reg, this nigga saying nobody respected Wack in the streets until Big U came home, Reg. Reg, would you tell this nigga? Boy.
But let me say this. Pacoima dudes they go through the same system as 60 LA dudes go through, Compton dudes go through and everything, which is the county jails. That's the main reason why niggas in gangs, if you want to keep it real. Because when you get in trouble, you have somebody to lean on and to be with. If you really keeping it real, and then in your territory,
Reg, when you met me, did you meet me first or Big Reg? Reg,
That ain't what Brick saying though.
Hold on, Reg. When you met Wack, did you know?
Y'all don't catch phase like neighborhood niggas do in jail. Y'all bare minimum. There's no OVGs for y'all to
Man,
fight.
shut your ass up, bro. You sound stupid.
SBGB TV live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
I think I got the slimmy on how he does it. You notice how when Wack, he always says specifics out loud. I think what happens is when he goes on these podcasts, let's say that we know that Loose Cannon or Brick Baby's going to be on the episode, right? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So he'll call whoever he knows that he's going to call. He always talks about hey, I'll get you on a three-way. That's like me calling one of my homies and saying, hey, I'm going to be on your show. Listen to me live. And so while I'm talking to you and you're trying to verify something, so I'll say key things that he needs, that my partner needs to key in on because he's listening to it live and he's expecting my call. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'll call such and such and he'll tell you that such and such was there and blah, blah,
we
blah.
said that before. Yeah, we definitely said that before.
Yeah, he does it all the time. Now, what you just played where Brick Baby is talking about, I can't remember, Nipsey. Why? Okay, you made a good point. If he didn't even like the nigga, why is he over here trying to not push the propaganda? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would benefit among most. Plus, we have to go back, remember, to what he said. If you can't stop what any grown man does, whatever he does. But all of a sudden, he has access to all this information, which he could have deleted. If he wanted to really do something, probably would have got whatever tapes that was in circulation and destroyed them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so he tries to play that manipulation tactic, talking about, well, how come the the wife or his girlfriend or the family didn't say anything. Well, you're right. Sometimes it's best not to even say something, because once you give some credence, you can actually give credence to a situation, even if it's not true. And that's just like what you said. Some people don't even want to mention Wack's name because it diminishes them, because they know that he's a liar. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's pretty much capitalized on just trying to cause drama. Now, he said that he was going to call old boy trying to confirm about Big U. By him calling old boy, I'm listening to old boy say that we were on before Big U even came out, and when he got back, we helped him with this, that, and the other. He's implicating that motherfucker.
That's all.
You see what I'm saying? So now, and he did exactly what you said. He put a battery in his back because these motherfucking gangsters, you know what I'm saying, get asked a question, and they're trying to go off of what you said, off of their emotions. They don't want to seem as if they're weak or spineless or not down. You know what I'm saying? I got some nuts. They want to let their nuts hang and show how much testosterone they got and how busy they was moving in the streets. We was helping Big U and helping him with this, that, and the other. So if some shit goes down and the feds want to know about that shit, they're going to be dragging his ass. So it kind of seems like that's what he's doing. He's getting people together, putting a battery in a back, shaking up the cage, just like when people go to chicken fights, cockfights. They just shake the chickens up and let them go at it. They're already aggravated because of the situation in the cages, and then you let them go at each other. But what gets me is, remember the Oscar De La Hoya? So remember that?
Yeah.
How the hell do you get them tapes?
Yeah, it had to be some inside work to get some money.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but I'm saying he's getting more tapes and surveillance and secretive information on shit, almost as if he's the actual feds.
Yeah, basically.
I don't understand. It's like, how? Listen, he got all these fucking businesses, diapers, trucking agencies, this, that, and the other. It just don't make any fucking sense that this cat would have this much detailed information to sit around to talk about niggas like a broad and have all their paperwork and then say certain shit about the paperwork before the paperwork even is out. I've heard this motherfucker say shit about some paperwork before the paperwork is even out. How the fuck you know that this person's gonna get raided? Yeah. How do you know that this person's gonna get indicted? How do you know that this person's gonna get hit with a RICO? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
If you're that
busy,
he allegedly says that he has everything on Oscar De La Hoya, and he always says he has something that's going to benefit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I understand where not loose cannon, but Brick Baby's coming out with. He's like, look, motherfucker, you over here saying that you trying to help the family pretty much by not putting it out, but you're still putting it out by saying you don't believe it's real. If you were trying to protect the family, you would have said, hey, I don't know what the fuck is on the tape. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you was trying to help the family, you would have never even said that there was a tape.
He would have never even said fucking nothing. Or if he was trying to save at least save the family's honor, he would have said, I never saw nothing. It was all a lie. But it's like he's saying that it's true without putting it out there. It's like, no, I was trying to save the family. But then he makes it seem as if there's an actual physical tape. Oh, you want it to come out? So by the way he frames it, it's like he's saying it's real, but he wants to be the savior, so it looked like he ain't trying to blackmail anybody by not putting it out, because he's making moves behind the scenes to not let it come out. But that's not the only person that it happened to. It happened to De La Hoya, so it's like, so you're paying money to all these different, and that's not the only time shit on people's came out. So you're taking money, bread out of your pocket, and individually paying motherfuckers. And if somebody's going, listen, if a person comes out with a tape, some crazy shit, TMZ would probably give that person what? If it's like high profile, how much you think TMZ is gonna buy that shit for?
I don't know how I go with that.
But I'm just saying, I mean, just to leak some shit, that's gonna be probably a lot more than what he's paying whoever to not put it out, right?
Okay.
If it's benefiting the person to put it out, they're gonna get more than what he's giving them. True?
Yeah.
So what is he gonna do? Just keep paying by monthly out of his pocket to not? You know what I'm saying? Why not combine all those months or weeks and just pay for it outright and destroy this shit?
It's a lie.
It is a lie. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But I mean, I think that was just so cold how he brought old boy out and it's like, hey, I don't know what his name is. I forgot. I can't say verbatim, but he's like, man, on some real shit. Were we always on, or was I always on? It's like he sits back and he doesn't say nothing. So that's his exit strategy, and that goes back to, I can't tell a man what not to say and what to say. He just put the battery in your back and then sit you on the counter and let you turn on. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now this motherfucker's talking some shit saying, oh, we helped him with some private issues and this, that, the other. Well, now the feds want to know what the private issues are because you already know they're tripping on where the fucking money is coming from. Correct?
Okay.
So if you're helping him with some financial issues, they're going to want to track that shit too.
Yeah.
They want to track that shit too, and all that shit that Wack talking about. Oh, I was paying this dude or whatever, you know, just to put money in their pockets and shit. So, and for him to talk about, and this is what gets me, man, and this is what really has my heart just bleeding for this judicial system. If there is any justice, how in the hell you got cats going to jail just basically off of idle threats? This dude straight up said on audio that he was supplying both sides of the Crips and he didn't give a fuck if they killed each other.
Yeah.
That is the devil himself.
Fact.
He done told every child, every person that wants to do something with their life, that's trying to get their family out the hood, to go through business and do things the right way. He don't give a fuck about you, your family, your kids, and nothing. If it stands for him to gain, he don't care if your daddy gets killed by another person's daddy, as long as he's getting something in return. That's the main thing that we can't stand, is that our peoples is shooting each other. And this motherfucker over here bragging and laughing about he don't give a fuck if they kill each other. That was the coldest shit I ever heard. That's the coldest shit that I ever heard.
Yeah.
You expect the white man to say some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It can happen either way, man. You know, either way. But it's fucked up. Like how Wack.
But there's no investigation on that.
Yeah, we know what it is, man. Wack is working. You know.
No. But listen, but it goes deep. But listen, what I'm saying, deeper than that. Let's say hypothetically that is the truth. That means that L.A. or whatever law enforcement agency he's working with, they would allow him to fucking give our people guns to kill each other and protect them while he's doing it. That's the scary part. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and listen, it could be a possibility, but you know, we don't know, but it could be a possibility.
No, I completely understand it, but just saying that over the phone, that would have warranted an investigation. Period.
All right, my brother. We appreciate you calling in, though. You hear me?
Yeah, man. 100, man. You're on it, man.
Appreciate
blessings.
All right. Yeah, we let him go ahead and cook, y'all. We let him cook that time.
Man, shut up. You a little kid.
Nigga leader is the rat.
What you from another neighborhood before?
SBGBTV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Calling in from Queens.
What's going on, my guy?
Nothing, man. Yo, man, good work, man. I be seeing you. Good work, man. For real, man. Good work.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
Yo, the dude Wack, man, he be lying.
Can't hear you, my brother.
Think you can't hide it? I said I did 10 years in the feds, man. And one thing you can't hide, man, you can't hide that cooperation, man. If he...
I can't hear you. Your phone breaking up. Yeah, your phone breaking up, my guy. You gotta get your phone right. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of phone service he had. But his phone service was crazy. I don't know what phone service he had. We was trying to, I tried to let him get the call in, but I couldn't understand the phone service, man. Yeah, I don't know what's up with his phone service.
6-0? When you from another neighborhood? Okay, you the hood hopper. Shut up. I've been from one set.
He jumped.
No, don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. Hold on, Reg. Yo, Reg. This nigga saying nobody knew who Wack was, and Wack wasn't respected in the streets until Big Q got out of jail.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me just say this. Wack was a 2P part rule, and those niggas in 2001, 1999, and all of that went around their phone. That's all I can speak on. Those niggas put you lie more than mob dudes did.
SBGBTV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from. You gotta turn your stuff down, Mook.
Oh, my bad. I got you.
All right.
Move from North.
What's going on, my guy?
I'm trying to figure out. Do you know about when he tried to buy the little girl from the mother?
Yeah. Well, we don't know. That's allegedly, my brother.
Yeah, they had it on.
I know, my brother, but that's allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But we on my live calling show, my guy.
Oh, okay, you got that. But what I'm trying to figure out what you do, and all of the girls that he had up there, all of the girls he had videotaping them, what you call that, FaceTiming them, all that nonsense.
Okay.
You need to get some of them up there. Get some of them. Get your spies to get on that. Get some of them girls up there so they can tell a story of what happened.
Right now, we covering the no jumper situation, though.
All right, you got it.
I appreciate it, my brother.
All right, be safe. Peace.
Yeah, we covering the no jumper situation right now. All those other situations, they'll come at another time. But we covering no jumper right now.
Watch this though. It's Ray Gift TV. It was a key to rock before it was a Big U ringing, bro.
You're talking about my big homie Key to Rock.
You don't even listen, bro. You can't tell it.
Brother, so.
Hey, bro, you was born in '88. You don't count with that.
But I've been up under Key to Rock
when we was gangbanging, bro.
So I only can speak on what my generation respect, nigga, and they wasn't respecting you until that came around.
Peter Rock and them will fight. I can just say this, homie.
Who was fighting shoulder to shoulder with Rock, bro? Who was fighting?
Nigga, boy. I can just say that.
What Rock tell you, Reg? What Rock tell you after we tore up that museum? What he come back and tell you?
He said you need to keep up with him. He's 100.
I'm saying, but listen, stop acting like the homies wasn't around, nigga. Like y'all was the ones that was.
Key to Rock, bro, we was the ones pushing the line. What a lot of niggas was gone.
So, like I said, I know Rock, bro. I know Rock, bro. I know Cuz whole.
2Ps was pushing the line over there, bro.
2Ps was pushing it for the ball.
Y'all was pushing the line in the early 90s. I'm talking about, right?
No, I ain't.
We talking about 2000s.
I don't talk about 2000s.
Listen, Mike. I said that I said it that way then. My generation and the niggas that's in the streets that's out of town and them out of town niggas wasn't respecting you on that level until they start seeing that you was with a guy.
Hey, bro,
like that.
are you, bro? I never hung out with your homie, bro. We never hung out. We did business. I don't hang out with nobody. Reg will tell you that. I don't hang out with nobody, nigga.
You just told me, so what's the point of you saying you was in the hood from this year all the way to this year?
I never saw you. I go to the nigga house. Listen, bro, I never saw you ever with Big U in my life.
That's cool, and that's how it's supposed to be.
So who are you?
Let's talk about the Reg. You don't hang with Reg, though.
You want to know why you haven't? Because you still ain't told the truth about Jason Joshua, bro. I wasn't.
Jason Joshua from Pacoima. What you mean?
Listen, hey, what? Can you be truthful? Like
Jason Joshua's from Pacoima.
Hey, listen. Can you be truthful?
Jason Joshua is from Pacoima.
Can you be truthful?
Man, this nigga doing too much name dropping, man.
If you're not,
Jason Joshua's from Pacoima.
Okay, so what happened when
What you mean?
In 2014, bro?
Who got into it?
Wack, you don't remember a nigga calling you, getting up on you about you trying to press?
This nigga sound like he trying to line you up.
You trying to press who?
How you gonna line Wack up with the feds when he working with the feds? How you gonna line him up with the feds? That nigga working. And he's getting Brick Baby to engage in the conversation the way he wants him to engage.
You was trying to press Jason Joshua to do Ray J shit at the time.
I don't press Jay. That's my homeboy.
Hold on, listen, let me talk. And you can.
What are you talking about?
Because you never let me get the full.
Jason do shit for me for free, nigga.
I understand that. And you was doing that while it was Kid Ink album. Jason Joshua called Ill Will. That nigga said, hey man, this nigga Wack on my ass. I need Shitty or somebody to call real quick. Cuz on the dead on me, I called you. You called Big U and asked about me. And what'd he tell you?
You're lying.
Nigga, I put, listen.
You're lying. I don't know you.
Tonight. I put that on my 4 kids tonight.
I don't know, bro. I don't know you.
One thing I say about Wack is he'll lie and say he don't know somebody quick when you identify something. But I don't know, man. People should understand today. I mean, I know that call was older that they just put out there, but people got to understand when you get on there messing with Wack, all he's doing is making sure that you identify shit, incriminate yourself so that you implicate yourself in certain situations. And them people, they taking all of those clips, they downloading them shits, and that shit is documented. So it's easy to go find. You know, got loose cannon in the trick bag, and now that we see this shit is again in the documents in loose cannon's docket, that them people are definitely gonna come see him for the no jumper shit. That shit is in his docket, and that's a fact. You know, they say he's a danger to the community, and it's just Wack 100. At this moment, he hasn't suffered any consequences, but I really do think that, you know, there is going to be something that comes down for him, you know, and this is how I see it, you know, straight up. This is how I see it. Yeah. This is how I see it, man. This how I see it, y'all. This how I see it, y'all. Facts. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. And we going up, man. We growing. Yes, we are. And I appreciate all y'all. Y'all know that, man. Y'all know that. Facts. Let me see here. Yeah, RM, majority of loose paperwork sealed until they pick up Wack. That's what it seemed like, RM. Hey, yo. Hey, RM. That is what it seems like. Hey, yo, RM, you be calling some shit, too. I gotta say that. You be calling some shit. His paperwork is sealed until then. Subscribers going up. We going to war, man. You hear me? We going to war. We going to war, y'all. Subscribers going up. We going to war, man. I appreciate all y'all. Yeah. Let me see here. Subscribers going up. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name. Where you calling in from?
Hey, DZ, it's Deja.
What's going on, Deja?
Hey, I need about 3 minutes of your time, because you know when I talk, I like to give context.
Okay.
So I have a question, right? And I know you kind of went over it, but did Jay Reed ever get into that contract with Wack? I guess the Josh Network stuff?
Nah, see, Jay Reed was going up there. He never got into the contract, but Jay Reed was going to get, I guess, like a 5 or 10% cut if he was, I guess, talking about some of the things with the deal and it went all the way through. And I don't think the deal ever went through. I don't think Dash was what it was. So,
Okay, and I was just checking, because I know we only focus on this contract thing to why Marciano got beat up.
Marciano just gave a ride.
Okay.
Yeah, so the only reason Marciano was there because he gave Jay Reed a ride.
Okay, that's cool. So we only focus on that subject. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm going to head back to the comments.
Okay, all right. Well, if you wanted to say something, you could say something, but all right, I got you.
Oh, no. You open the door, I'm gonna open it. No, okay, so I was looking up stuff, and because I don't know who he had contracts with, I guess he got one with Adam per se. But I was looking up stuff for like federal cases. So like whoever got contracts with Wack, because he want to use the term, I only do business with these people. So that's why he was engaging with these people, and that. I feel like if Wack end up getting a charge for like extortion, like Loose Cannon got, and all this other stuff, people can file like civil lawsuits, just like people doing Diddy. He got criminal and civil. Like people need to just file civil lawsuits potentially against Wack to get all of their contracts voided out if he does in fact fall under certain things on like a federal RICO indictment coming up.
They probably will, especially the people that got big contracts. If he do got any, locked in anything with him, like Adam, I'm sure Adam's gonna avoid this shit.
Right, and me, I'm gonna look up a term. So the term that I came up with, because I don't know where Wack live at, it could potentially be Dallas or something. I don't know. But the term I found was diversity jurisdiction, where like a plaintiff in a different state got a contract with somebody else. And I feel like just based off the pattern of what he does, he goes to he forces people into these contracts based off of fear. So if he get charged with anything of that sort on the federal level, and he got these contracts with people, I do definitely feel like a lot of stuff can get boarded out on the state level based off whatever he may get with the RICO. So I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't for sure if he had the Dodge Network thing, but he does try to force people into contracts just based off of fear. And he also used loose cannon to entice fear into other people with potentially doing business with his team. So that's all I really wanted to say.
Hey, man, you got something there, and I appreciate you calling in, Deja.
All right, I'll talk to you.
All right. Yeah. Hey, man, like, it's getting hot. It's getting heated. Facts. It's going down. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. Yeah, man. Y'all know we going up. And I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. We grinding non-stop. I want to make sure that, you know, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure y'all come back. The late night show. Y'all know the late night show be lit. And y'all know we go into the wee hours. Facts. We gonna be back, you know, around 12:30 a.m. East Coast time, 9:30 p.m. West Coast time. And we going up, you know. I'm tell y'all now, I'm about to start, I'm working my way to this, right? You know, I'm about to start. I ain't starting it yet, but I'm about to start it. Whereas though, I'm gonna start doing the lives at like between 9 and 10 East Coast time in the evening, and 6 and 7 West Coast time in the evening. And I'm gonna push it all the way to like 3 to 5 in the morning East Coast time to 12 a.m. West Coast time. So I'm gonna start working to that. I'm gonna let y'all know when I get to start doing that. Whereas though, instead of doing the 2 shows, I'm gonna just make a long 1 show. And I might even do like shorter lives earlier in the day as well, but to have the total long show. Whereas though, I'm gonna rock that joint from like 9 or 10 East Coast time all the way to like 3 in the morning, you know. So that's 6 or 7 West Coast time all the way to like 12 or 2 a.m. there. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, notification bell. We going all the way in. You hear me? Non-stop. And I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. And y'all know what it is, man. Straight up. He said the time schedule gonna make Wack poop his skinny jeans. Y'all know I ain't playing. Y'all see me on it. And we deliver. Facts. And I appreciate all y'all. If y'all haven't became a member, become a member. It's pinned at the top of the chat. You know, I appreciate y'all. Membership only $3.99. Something light work. You know, become a part of the team all the way. You know, we building a strong community here, and we standing for something different. We're gonna continue to deliver the message like we've been delivering the message, you know. So stay locked in, man. Straight up. You said that's better for us on the East Coast. I work in the AM. Hey, yo, I appreciate you though, JR gets bread. Facts. We ain't stopping. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Peace. Tone 360 calling from Virginia.
What's going on, my guy?
What's good with you, my guy? I'm chilling.
Everything Tahir.
Just want to add on to something. Well, probably not even add on, just double down on something that you were saying. Mm-hmm. You keep going back to letting the people know that you concentrating on no jumper. And I'm gonna let them know one reason why you are doing that. And this not coming from you, but this is coming from what I see. All that CS2 back shit, it's tempting. The information sound good, but we can't forget that Wack got stronger after that shit was released.
Word.
You know, he just blew up on that telephone shit, Clubhouse. He blew up on the Clubhouse after the CS2 Wack. That shit didn't damage him at all.
At all.
So he don't mind people bringing that shit up. He
At
feel like
all.
He like that shit.
Hey, yo.
This is the shit that he don't want motherfuckers concentrating on.
Hey, yo, bro. What's your name, bro?
This Tone 360. I'm always in the chat,
Hey,
man.
Tone 360. You killed that. You killed that. That shit made Wack stronger.
Definitely. He came back. And then on top of that, another thing, like, I don't get caught up in the clickbait and all of this back and forth gossiping. So when motherfuckers was going at Wack on that CS2 shit, I'll look at it, breeze through. But most of the niggas was coming, they was doing clickbait. They was just trying to get views and all of that shit. Shit died down. Wack was getting bigger. Most of the views that you seen on the internet now was pretty much promoting whatever Wack was doing. Nobody was hardly even coming at him on a major way. Your shit popped up, yo, and the wave just changed again.
Word.
Started going back up. And I don't even get on that gossipy shit. So for your shit to pop up in the algorithm on my feed, and for me to connect with that shit, it meant something, yo. I'm telling you, you got a movement going on, yo. It's bigger than what we see right now, but something is working so this shit can come together, because Wack needs to be dealt with on so many different levels. Because the niggas he just fucking shit up for the community, for everything on the internet. This shit is just crazy. I just really wanted to come in, call in and say that first part, because I could talk a lot just like you. But this nigga Wack just irks me, yo. It's like people can't see through him, yo. I just don't get it. And then some people see through him, but then they want that fame so much. They feel like they can get that no jumper bag. Because I deal with a lot of different podcasts, a lot of different shows on big levels. I've seen dudes that bow down to Wack just so they can get on no jumper. And I go at them now. I tell them, yo, you need to get away from Wack. I'm glad that you handled that first interview the way that you handled it. He jiggled that carrot in front of you and you didn't budge for it. Because that's what he thought. They thought when they called you and got you on that phone that you was going to be enamored by his by the appeal of Wack and no jumper, and I need to fall in line, maybe I can get some more views. But that wasn't what you was looking for. You was looking to change the game. They didn't expect that, yo.
Facts.
Please keep on your thing, my brother.
I appreciate you, my brother.
No doubt, Bees.
Shout out to that brother for that one. Hey, Tone C360, definitely, he said something there. And that is a fact. Them niggas ran around talking about that CS2 back shit. That shit ain't hold no fucking weight at all. Everybody was speculating, trying to dig through the paperwork with them speculating about this, that, and that. Wack got stronger. But the shit that I'm putting out there about no jumper, because I know the details and the facts, Wack is fearing that. You hear me? That shit there sends fucking shockwaves through Wack. You hear me? Because I know the detail. And Wack does not have the ability to reach out to me and get me to be quiet. So that right there, yeah, that was a good one to say that like that. That was a good one, man. And we definitely coming back for the late night show, man. Straight up. You said you forgot to shout out the Maz. They holding it down. Hey, listen, RM, Kid Kill, Brooklyn. Y'all know I rock with y'all. All my people, man. The people that's holding it down. The eject button is crazy over here. I got off the live yesterday and I seen a couple people got ejected. I ain't even questioning shit. I went back and looked at the comment. I ain't really understand the comment. I said, damn, it might have been something fishy. I said, they got him the fuck out of here for some reason. Straight up. I see JR gets bread. He got somebody the fuck out of here. RM got somebody out of here. I said, hey, man, it had to be a reason. And it was at the end of the live. I said, yeah, I caught somebody in the middle of this live. They said something slick. The next thing you know, RM had the eject button on speed push. Straight up. Bing! I said, oh, shit. They gotta go. But when I looked down, the comment was gone. I said, oh, shit. We ain't playing no games. And I appreciate y'all for holding it down. Straight up. He said, RM always beat us to it. I rocks with y'all. We going hard. We gotta keep the chat like it is. And you know, I know Wack be sending them jokers over here to infiltrate. But the shit so strong, they can't infiltrate. I look down. I seen you, KO. I seen you comment. Motherfucker had a straight eject. They was gone. Yeah, go ahead somewhere else. This ain't the place to be, you know? And that's a fact. He said, RM got a fast with that blick. My guy. Yo, and I appreciate y'all, man. You know, I respect the executive decision. You know, I know y'all ain't no bullshit. We just don't want that energy. Straight up. Y'all can watch from the outside. You know, y'all ain't blocked from the channel. It's just we don't want that energy inside the house. Y'all can try to peek through the window. Fuck it. We don't want it inside the house. Fuck that bad juju y'all got going on. Facts. You know? But yeah, make sure y'all tune in for the late night show. We be back in about 2 hours. Y'all know what it is. I'm going to grab something to eat. You know, sit back for a second. And we coming back hard. We making sure this shit stick. Fuck all that other shit them jokers is talking about. That old shit. We talking about no jumper. Right? And I understand that these other jokers can't talk about no jumper the way I do because I know the facts. You hear me? I know the facts. I have a direct link to get the facts. And I rock with my guy Turtle Soup because he definitely, you know, hit me from the door when he seen me delivering. He like, hold on. Hey, yo, my brother, I rock with you. I see the movement. I got you. Make sure that we had valuable information and reliable information to provide to the people, to let the people know that we was raw and authentic. And that's a fact. And on that note, we'll be back. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you stay locked in. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And we are not playing. Y'all know what it is. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.